So I've been driving that road ever since, hoping to find you. Like a stone in the stream, rolling its corners clean. I wish that I had you that way. I'd do anything to have you stay.
You're putting away your reindeer.
Say it ain't so sad.
You're going to the fridge, you're getting yourself a beer.
Say it ain't so sad.
It's time to relax, and this time it's for good.
Say it ain't so sad.
It's your time in Santa, 'cause you've done all that you could.
Say it ain't so sad.
All those years of bringing kicks to kids, taking this toll at this life you read. You kick up your feet and let out a sigh, and start catching up on your CSI.
Say it ain't so sad. Say it ain't so sad.
You're hanging up your hat, you're putting away your reindeer.
Say it ain't so sad.
You're going to the fridge, you're getting yourself a beer.
Say it ain't so sad.
It's time to relax, and this time it's for good.
Say it ain't so sad.
It's your time in Santa, 'cause you've done all that you could.
Say it ain't so sad.
Mama says, put your feet up, hun. You've done a great job, now you're all done. No more L's will be under your feet. Sitting by the fire, be such a treat. Kids, they be crying, and they swear that they're dying, 'cause Santa won't be high flying, just as chairs be occupying.
Say it ain't so sad. 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 Say it ain't so sad.
Hey, Maddie, are you excited for the holidays?
I am, Peter, but I hope that Santa makes it to every kid's house in Manchester this year.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. I know how you can help, though.
Wow, Peter, tell me more.
Well, I know the people of Manchester will band together to help our kids. It's going to be a miracle on Elm Street.
Peter, I believe in the people of Manchester too. What do we need to do?
Well, call the morning show any weekday from 7 to 9, and you can donate. The number is 603-250-6007.
Or you could send a check made out to Hope NH Inc. and send it to 1045 Elm Street, Suite 300, Manchester, New Hampshire, 03101. Care of The Morning Show.
It's a miracle on Elm Street.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live. And we're early today because it's a special day here at WMNH and in Manchester, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But so we are a bit early. You're getting some bonus of us. That's about 3:30 now, so you're getting an extra half hour. But we're kind of continuing our coverage, if you will, of the Miracle on Elm Street, which is in progress right now. But we will talk about that. But welcome. We are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. And I don't quite have her music ready, but here we go. I found it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I am not alone.
Jenny, darling.
Jenny is here at the news desk.
I am present.
Yes.
Although you had me cracking up there.
Yeah, I not used to being here a little early, and I forgot to.
Discombobulated.
And not used to you being here on a Wednesday. It's unusual, but it is a special day today, of course.
So I threw you off. Is that what you're saying? I threw your day off because I'm present? Really? You're blaming me being present? This is what you just said. Now, come on.
I have to blame someone. It might as well be you.
No.
Yeah.
Jerky.
Merry Christmas. That's your present. Blame.
Really?
You get blame.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to return everything.
Well, anyway. So,
I'm giddy.
Welcome, everybody. Of course, we are live on WMNH 95.3 in downtown Manchester, also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Wednesday, December 7, 2022. And so it is Pearl Harbor Day. We should mention that. That sometimes gets lost because it's not a federal holiday. Everything is open. But it is Pearl Harbor Day, of course, so it's a very important day to remember as we commemorate that in American history. But it is also the big day is here. We've been talking about it. Miracle on Elm Street. It is happening right now, and that's why it's kind of an unusual day here at WMNH. Of course, Peter White broadcast as usual this morning from 7 to 9 a.m., the morning show with Peter White. You can hear it weekdays, 7 to 9 a.m., with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. right before this show. And just finished up a little while ago. And now, it's hard to do. You can't really do a seamless transition because we just have the one studio. It's not like... it's not like on television, like you're watching cable news and one show ends and another show begins from another studio. So we played some songs in between, but here we are. We got the go ahead to just go ahead early. And as we continue, we're not only going to talk about that today, of course, but we'll talk about some of the things that have been going on in politics. And there is big news, of course. Oh, someone forgot their hat. But I just realized someone left a hat. I don't know if that's Peter's or anyway. Yeah, it's been a busy day here. So, we'll talk some politics as usual and whatnot. And today we have a little extra time for it. But we do also want to talk about the Miracle on Elm Street. And I think we're going to be getting a couple of calls during the show today from the bonfire. Thank you, as always, to Pat Mills for stepping up and, of course, allowing that to take place there at the bonfire. The big party officially starts at 4 p.m. So what happened here today was... the morning show from 7 to 9 a.m. And then Peter, I think, came back on the air around 10 a.m. and broadcasting right through all the way up until a little after 3 p.m. So it's been a full day. He's got a long day.
Very long day.
A very long day. But I know he loves it.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah. So we got to come in and be part of the sort of the extended remix of the morning show in the afternoon.
I think that's the closest I've ever been on. Now that you mention that.
What do you mean?
I think that technically was the first time I was ever a part of the morning show.
Oh, you've never been on the morning show?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I technically had that.
There you go. There you go. But that was fun. So we knew we were going to be going on early, so we got here nice and early and got to participate in the morning show and all the great people who were here. And the studio here looks incredible. I'll go to the live shot for those watching online. I don't know how well you can see. I mean, not everything that was here earlier is still here because they brought some of the toys that were dropped off here at the station down to Bonfire for the big party, which again that starts at 4 p.m. So if you're out and about or you're thinking about going out, that is a great place to go. The Miracle on Elm Street at Bonfire. Like I said, it officially starts.
Come say hi.
Officially starts at 4. So we'll be heading down after the show for a bit as well. So hope to see you there. Peter mentioned something to me about there's going to be food there, and I'm like, well, you're not only speaking to me, but you're speaking directly to my stomach. And it is its own entity, of course. As you all know, it's my stomach's world, and you all just live in it.
I think that's kind of creepy.
I think longtime listeners are aware of that by now, and hopefully comfortable with it.
Maybe they've moved in furniture at this point.
Well, no, there's no room in my stomach for furniture. That's
not?
because that's where the food goes.
Well, then why am I in there?
How dare you're not in my stomach? That would be bizarre.
That's what you said.
No. I didn't say the
We're
world.
all in it.
No. I
Yep.
didn't say the world was in my stomach. I said it's my stomach's world, and you all just live in it, as in the world which belongs to my stomach. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we've been able to reestablish that.
No.
But yeah, so it's a big day. So the Miracle on Elm Street going on right now. Peter had a full day of broadcasting here, and now they've all headed down to the bonfire. Like I said, I think we'll be getting some calls from the bonfire today during the program. So we look forward to that, kind of keeping us up to date on who's showing up with what. Keeping close track of who donates how much. No, I'm kidding. No one's keeping track of who donates how much.
Stop it. Really?
No, I'm just being silly. No. But in all seriousness, we will be getting calls during the program today for just talking about, well, maybe who's showing up, but the toys that are being dropped off and the donations. This is the third annual Miracle on Elm Street, and the first two were a rousing success, just really spectacular. And I assume that this one's going to turn out to be even bigger. I should speak of it in the present tense because it's happening right now today. But I think this one will turn out to have been even bigger than the first
Which is
two.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. I think it was over 200 families helped last year.
Yeah.
And who knows what that number could look like this year, depending on how much money is raised and how many toys are donated. It's so amazing. I love seeing this. And the greatest part about it to me is that this is all about our community. This is everything that's raised, all the toys that get donated. They stay right here in Manchester. They help kiddos right here in our own city, and help moms and dads and parents just be able to be there for their kids and have a good day. And it's a little smile we can give them. And boy, I think they could use it. I really do think they could use it. This could be a great year. I'm really excited because what I'm seeing, I bet you it's going to be bigger than last year.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely.
This city is so generous. It's awesome. We have so many businesses that are just so generous.
I've got the poster here, too. I just want to make sure we don't forget any important details that we want people to know. So, of course, it is a toy drive for Manchester's kids through the Manchester Housing and Redevelopment Authority. So you can donate. I assume they'll still be accepting donations after today. I mean, they did last year. It wasn't like it was a hard cutoff, but I would suggest if you're interested in dropping off toys today, bring them directly to Bonfire. The other thing you can do too is if you'd like to mail a check and just do a monetary donation, that way you can make the check out to Hope NH Inc. That is Hope NH Inc. And send that to WMNH, 1045 Elm Street, number 300, care of The Morning Show. And that's Manchester, New Hampshire, 03101. By the way, the top donor will win the prize of sitting in on an episode of The Morning Show with Peter White. So that's a wonderful opportunity, and of course there's the raffle. Lots of great prizes. We were talking when we came in on the show about the paintings. Everyone was very interested in the paintings that you did.
I'm really kind of humbled by that. I wasn't expecting that kind of. I mean, I know it's been fun the guys have been having a lot of fun trying to figure out what things meant.
Right.
And I've been having a blast watching those discussions, but. Yeah, kind of a little taken aback by the response today. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple little pieces of me I get to put out there in the world.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool. And there was something else I wanted to mention. I forget now. But anyway, yeah. So we'll be seeing everybody in a little bit after the program today. So, but I suggest if you're out and about and you're thinking about donating some toys, please do, and just bring them right to Bonfire. Last year there was a ton of. I was just amazed at. We did a little bit differently last year. We were doing a live remote there, which is it gets a little cumbersome. So this is probably the better option the way we're doing it this year. But it was just amazing being there all day and just seeing all the donations show up. And then the year before, it was different. I don't think Bonfire was involved the year before, so it was all the donations were coming right to the station. And I just remember walking into this room every day and just being amazed
Yeah.
at all the toys that had been donated. It was, I mean, this room was full. It was incredible.
Yeah, come on down to the bonfire, donate a toy, and come say hi to the gang. A bunch of them are down there now. We're going to get to come down after our show. And yeah, just come say hi, and you'll have a great feel-good moment. I mean, how can it be any better? Give something to a kiddo. And if you're thinking last minute you want to grab something before you come down, go for it. Think of anything: hats, gloves, sleds, games. Think anywhere between youngsters to up to age 13, those teenagers. You think of things like that. Grab it and just come on down to the bonfire, say hi, drop it off, and go home with a smile.
And the band Scalawag is going to be performing. So during the changeover between shows, I did play one sort of quasi Christmas song. I played that band. They're a Boston band. Stop Calling Me Frank. They have that song "Say It Ain't So Santa," which is kind of funny. But I also played a couple of songs from Scalawag. They are performing tonight at the Miracle on at the bonfire. I think they're going on pretty early, so don't get there too late. You definitely want to see them live. They're really good. They're playing this year. They also played last year, and we've talked about too. They played a cancer benefit that you did.
Yep, they helped me raise funds for the Payson Cancer Center in Concord.
Yeah. So they're really good guys and great musicians. At the break today. Or actually a couple of breaks, because we started the show early. I'm going to play some more Scalawag. They've got a ton of music. And,
they're awesome. They really are. If you hadn't had a chance to see them live, come on down. They're really great.
And there's no swears in their music, so I don't have to make radio edits of anything, which is nice.
See where your brain goes.
It's nice when you don't have to make a radio edit. Well, I did have to make a radio edit of another band that I played on Monday is they're the band that now I'm forgetting what they're called. Oh no. Ooh. There's a band at the Hop Knot on Friday night, because the Hop Knot they do. Oh my
gosh, I know who you're saying too.
Yeah, they do.
No, they have a really cool name.
I'm grabbing the list here.
Name. I oh my gosh.
Whoops.
It's like all I can think about is electricity.
I've got it. Cozy Throne.
Cozy Throne.
Another Boston band.
Think of the Royals. Cozy Throne. That'll help me remember it. Throne.
And they're playing at the Hop Knot Friday night, of course. The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street. Tonight is Industry Night at the Hop Knot, of course, and tomorrow night's Trivia Night, which is a very popular feature there. But they've also got Friday night. They've got live music. Cozy Throne is playing there live, and they're kind of a garage band, really, really good. But
yeah, very good.
Found them online. I've been playing some of their music. I want to get them on the show, but I did have to make a radio edit of the song that I played because there are a couple of bad words in it. That's the nice thing about Scalawag. There's no bad words.
Stop it.
It's a nice thing. It's nice when you can just play the song.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell
so
you.
If you have to work for it a little bit, then no, not so nice.
Well, actually, it's not much work. I dare say, I am very adept and efficient at doing radio edits.
You are very good at it.
I can make radio edits very quickly. I do what I call the poor man's radio edit, which is where you just take the piece of audio where the swear is and you reverse the audio. That's why, for example, if you've ever heard, the song "You Don't Know How It Feels to Be Me"?
Yeah. By
Tom Petty. If you hear that on the radio, instead of, the lyrics, "Let's get to the point, let's smoke another joint," the radio edit of the song, it sounds like "let's smoke another," like it doesn't even sound like a real word there. And it's because what they did was they just took the word joint and just reversed it. So it sounds like some unpronounceable thing where you go, what is that?
I actually prefer that because it doesn't ruin the song for me. I hate it when you hear something that's beep, 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 beep.
Oh, yeah.
Because it kills the beat, right? So at least that helps. Yeah. But I remember that, when we were kids, you couldn't say the word joint on the radio. We wouldn't have been able to have this conversation. We would have been fired.
It's odd to think about how some things, the way things have changed over the years in broadcasting, in that there are some, there are words that you would get in trouble for at one time that you wouldn't get in trouble for today, but there's also words that you wouldn't get in trouble for at one time that you would get in trouble for today.
That's true. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you're right.
And you can actually, they happen to be talking about this on Howard the other day. Of course, Howard Stern is on satellite radio, so they can say whatever they want. They're not under any FCC regulation, but they were sort of reminiscing about how when the Janet Jackson thing happened at the Super Bowl for some reason, it affected all of broadcasting, like even radio, which it had nothing to do with radio, but even radio, all of a sudden, like everybody was tightening up, and there were words that you couldn't say anymore all of a sudden, and although shows like when Howard was on terrestrial radio or when Opie and Anthony was on terrestrial radio, it did get, I mean, they really pushed the envelope as far as what they were doing. So, but then, of course, there was that massive overcorrection that happened after the Janet Jackson thing, which was strange. Now, of course, on this program, as we all know, we keep things in the bounds of good taste.
You're more of a PG-13 vanilla kind of thing.
I've got a little bit of shock jock in me, but I try to...
well, that's not for here.
But I try... Well, there is the other show. Yes, of course, Matt Connarton Unsheathed, which is not carried here on WMNH. That show, that is behind a paywall. And as Midas once said, if you don't know how to find it, you can't afford it. But... yeah, I've gotten in a little trouble a couple of times on the program, but I always say, what do I always say about what is my goal when somebody asks me, Matt, what is your goal with your show? What is your objective? What is it that you're trying to accomplish?
Don't get fired.
That's right.
Yeah!
I come in every day, and that is my number one goal with this program. That is
my
what
goal is to not get you fired.
That's right. Well, that's a good goal as well. Yes, come in every day and don't get fired. And so far, so good. Do you realize it'll be 6 years in April? We're only
so weird.
We're only 4 months away from 6 years. And there's a Hopwood, and he's shushing me like I'm not supposed to acknowledge that he's here. But it's too late. I have acknowledged that he's here. John Hopwood has joined us in the room, and he's taking pictures of something.
He looks like he's looking for
What
evidence.
is going on? He does. He looks like he's. Wait, hang on. What's up?
I needed a picture of the Toys for Goys thing because my show's in a few minutes.
Oh, that's right. Your television program.
What did you just say?
Toys for Goys, isn't that what it's called?
Goys?
Goys, yeah.
Are you trying to say what I think you're trying to say?
Well, short for Goyim.
Stop it.
No.
Well, Toys for
No,
Goys.
stop it.
Is that a type of bean or something? What is that? I don't understand what's happening.
I think that's rather on the fence.
I don't think
bit
so,
on the rude
since I'm a
side.
Goy.
I think you should leave the Yiddish words to the Jews, people.
Yeah, but stuff like I do change my sugar into my sugar nuts.
Goyim, darling.
Oh.
Goyim.
In New York, I always
Goy.
heard the Goys.
But no, you shouldn't really say that anyway. It's not really okay.
Oh, we're just talking about the Goys, you know?
Stop it.
The Goys are back in town.
Oh,
That'll be a song, but the Grease Man already did that about 40 years ago.
Right. Why don't you put headphones on if you're going to stick around for a bit?
No, I got to get upstairs because we're going to be covering the major issue of the day.
The Miracle on Elm Street?
No, Aaron Judge just got 9 years for $360 million from the New York Yankees.
Oh. Aaron Judge. I think I might know who
Is that
is.
a lawyer?
No.
Is it a judge, like a real judge? Is it a judge?
No, he's 6'7" and he weighs 280 pounds, and he plays for the New York outfield for the New York Yankees, and he hit 62 home
Yankees?
runs.
You were thinking of you were thinking
I
of,
agree.
Following?
you were thinking of Judge.
What can you do?
Aaron,
You know, it's been a long time since I played baseball, and I was in the Army.
Oh.
It was kind of softball, I think we played.
Uh-huh.
But, like Justin Verlander just got 2 years for $86 million at 40 years old. And I'll just say I refused to go to law school. I even had a seat in a law school because that's what my father wanted to do. And I sure showed him, didn't I?
You sure did.
Wound
Wow.
up in a low-income bracket.
You stuck it to him.
Should have been, yeah, I did. I could have become I was thinking criminal law, stuff like that, which was kind of nauseating. And we won't go into any further than that. But I could have been a sports agent, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be living the sladkia zhizn, as the Russians say, the sweet life.
You know,
I'd probably be dead of a heart attack or have 4, alimonies, but
it's not, it's not too late. I mean, do any of these goals still appeal to you? Or I guess they weren't goals or you would have pursued them, but any of these ideas?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll come back at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be on another subject.
We'll do some career counseling then for you? Is that what you're saying?
You're
Are
gonna
you
go back
going to mesmerize me? Because I don't have my real glasses on.
Why
You're
don't? Why?
I forgot.
Oh, really?
What are you wearing then? Are those fake glasses?
These are glasses like, that you buy
As
for like
opposed to real?
$5 or $2, and they're in the car.
Oh.
Backups. I've also got this other pair.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Boy, they really...
You start cleaning out all your pockets here.
You got a lot
They
of.
really yeah, look at this. Cords.
You
I'm
got a-
actually an AI.
Wow.
I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. Oh, boy, these ones, you just guys pop right out.
Really?
They're magnified, yeah.
Oh.
They're cool, though. Look at,
Oh, my gosh.
They got these things. I don't know where they come from.
Got these things. Wow, they're pretty
I can
cool.
only imagine the collection that ensues.
You ever think about getting?
Well, I have parents that, they were elderly, and my stepmother, so I had 3, and they'd always be buying glasses.
Yeah, you should just get LASIK and be done with all that nonsense.
I know somebody that went blind in an eye. Got
What?
that in New York in 2006.
Will you stop it?
That was a very freakish thing, but it happened to her.
Well, that is freakish. Blind in one eye, because they don't usually do both at a time.
Yeah, I really impressed her because I knew who her uncle was. He was the famous communist that the McCarthyites had got. But he was an obscure one, but that was my specialty.
Uh-huh.
But I have to be going. I've got the thing for the toys for, tots. That when it's not toys for
Miracle
tots
on
anymore.
Elm Street.
It is miraculous.
Yes. You're miraculous.
I thought those were
John.
reindeer. I thought those were reindeer antlers.
What? Oh, on my head?
Are they cookies? I'm hungry.
You want a donut?
I'll see you.
All right, John. John Opwood is leaving us, but he'll be back later.
Let's see.
Very nice. He just came in to take a picture of a poster. All right. Well, very good. Well, the phone line is open, 603-250-6007, if you'd like to join us today. 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat, and we'll say hello to everybody in there in a moment. Not too many people in there yet because we're on.
We're early.
We're early today, but the
Gonna throw everybody off.
best thing to do, yes, the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. And if you are just joining us, yes, we got an early start today. It's been a day full of live broadcasting here. We had Peter White, of course, did his usual 7 to 9 and then came back on at 10 a.m. And I think was on all the way straight through until we got here at a little bit after 3 p.m. And we got to be on the afternoon, the special extended remix of the morning show in the afternoon for a few minutes with everybody. It was a full house here. And then we got to start a little bit early. We did a changeover, played some music from the band Scalawag, who is performing tonight at the Miracle on Elm Street at Bonfire. So it's a special day here at the station and in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. So lots going on, but the Miracle on Elm Street, it is finally here. If you're just joining us, today is the day. And we will say hello to everybody who is in the Facebook live chat so far. Jenny, I see you're in there.
I'm everywhere.
Also, Tom Blanchard joins us in the chat room and says, what is this, like Spanish or something? What is this?
What?
Bones?
Not Spanish.
Oh, what is that?
Didn't you take French in school?
No, I took 3 years of Spanish. I remember almost none of it. I remember ¿Cómo estás? Me llamo Mateo.
I did 2 years of Spanish and 2 years of French. And no, don't know much more than that. I know that I liked French better because my name was Janvier. Instead of Jennifer.
Well, I liked, yes, in Spanish, my name is Mateo, which I liked. It sounds strong, and I felt like a bullfighter. Yes.
I think it says bonjour, mes amis.
Oh, right. I think I've heard that somewhere. Wow.
It's like hello.
Oh, is that what that means? Wow.
It's like
that's
a hello.
A lot of syllables.
I can count in multiple languages.
English.
For whatever that's worth.
English is more efficient. Hello's only 2 syllables. Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont joins us. Hello. Also, Isaiah Aline says salute. Isaiah, of course, the Illuminati candidate for the presidency. Melanie's...
Sandoval.
Huh?
I said Sandoval.
What does that mean?
It's like he said salute, so I said Sandoval. It's like a toast.
Oh, right. I like toast.
Not that kind of toast.
Okay.
The kind of toast that has bubbles sometimes if it's champagne-y.
Oh, right.
It involves usually a beverage that comes fermented.
I see.
Or maybe not fermented. Or I'm not sure now.
Okay. Melanie says only the true fans are here. That's right. Also, hello to Mike from Queen City Cabinetry in the historic Sunbeam Mall. Of course, you can bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, and if you go there and you ask him nicely, he might even show you in the basement where General Sunbeam is buried. General Sunbeam, of course, the greatest military mind since sliced bread. And
are you supposed to bring a loaf as like an offering or something?
I don't know. I think that's only if you're going to try to rouse his spirit.
So you can just go look for free?
Or rouse his spirit. I think so. I don't think there's a charge, but I mean, there's not much to see. It's just like he just shows you where in the basement he's supposedly buried, and there's even a rumor that Jimmy Hoffa is right next to him.
Do they keep a toaster
cement.
down there too?
A toaster?
Yes.
Well, that would be. See, that could be interpreted.
Sunbeam.
That could be interpreted as a way of marking his grave, but it could also be interpreted as mocking of him. If somebody shows up with a toaster.
I wasn't prepared for that. Go back.
So I don't know. I don't know if they keep a toaster there. I'd be a little iffy on that, but I think you can go down there with a Ouija board and try to summon his spirit. But in all seriousness, we should remember General Sunbeam. We were talking a few moments ago about speaking French. And I think what Tom Blanchard was trying to do by putting some French into the chat room was remind us that were it not for General Sunbeam, we'd all be speaking French right now. Because when the French attempted to invade America, it was General Sunbeam and his army. Because he didn't use the actual United States Army. He assembled his own army because it's General Sunbeam, and he can do whatever he wants. So, and he fought off the invading French people. It was quite a day. It was literally a day. It lasted one day, and the French said, oui, very sorry, and they went away, and we had America back, and we owe all of that to General Sunbeam. And I'm getting a hankering to go there with a Ouija board myself, just so I can thank General Sunbeam in the basement of the historic Sunbeam Mall.
To quote another person of political knowledge, come on, man. This stuff's getting thick in here.
Were you trying to quote?
The Biden, come on, man.
Yeah.
Was I too excited about it? Did I have to go, come on, man?
No, you're kind of overemphasizing it. It's more like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
That's right.
Okay.
Come on,
You're
man.
getting really thick in here.
I'm what?
You were
Whoa,
spinning
that's
a
for the
tail.
that's definitely for the other show. How dare you?
Stop it!
Do you even know what you said?
Stop! I didn't mean. Oh my God! I don't like you.
Do you even know what you said?
I meant stop. Oh my God! I can feel my cheeks burning. No, when somebody says you're spinning a tail, that the poop is getting thick because you're filling up the room with. That's what I meant. Get your head out of the gutter.
Melanie says, sounds like an interesting pickup line. Hey, baby, want to see a grave in my basement? Yes. Well, in some parts of the country that might work. I don't know.
Stop it.
Some are a little more gothic than others, if you know what I mean. 603-250-6007 is the number if you'd like to join us on the program today. 603-250-6007. Big day today, of course, the Miracle on Elm Street for those just joining us. If you are just joining us and going, why are they on early? Well, it's been a day of live broadcast here from WMNH, and then Peter White and the gang, and I mean gang as in the loose term for friends and associates and partners and so forth. I don't mean gang
family,
as in
the WMNH
right.
family.
I don't mean like I don't mean Peter like joined the Crips or the Bloods or anything like that. Although I did worry about that back when I was feuding with MC Hammer.
Oh boy,
that he might turn someone in New Hampshire against me. But Peter White and the gang. They all headed down after finishing up here and headed down to Bonfire because right now it's 4 p.m. right now, actually. So things are getting underway at Bonfire for the Miracle on Elm Street, the annual Christmas party. So if you're going to be donating toys, I hope you're headed that way.
Look for the giant inflated Santa Claus.
Yes.
Right outside. It looks awesome. I can see it when we pulled into the studio. I could see it from here.
Yes. Oh, and our friend Ron is on the line. Hello, Ron. Ron, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello there.
you're on tape delay, apparently. Hi, Ron.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
I'm feeling guilty. I said I was going to show up for the festivities. I did this morning just to drop off donuts. I hope you guys grabbed one. Were there any left when you got there?
Yes.
They are
The
still
precious
here.
things are here.
Good,
I did
but-
share one with
Yeah,
Poppy.
I said I was going to show up tonight, but I'm just laying here and comfy.
come
Got a couple
on.
of cats next to me, and I'm not going to make it.
I understand.
I know I'm missing out, so my
It's
bad.
once
but
a year. Oh, come on. You can come
hey,
down.
listen, the little sandwich shop next to you. God, I forget the name at the worst time. He's down. Peter gets a coffee there every single day.
I don't.
Yeah, in the morning before he comes in.
I don't.
It's right next to you guys. It's up the street, just a couple of doors.
I don't know. I don't know where he goes for his coffee. Is it the Bridge Street Cafe?
Bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy, he was wicked cool. He donated $1,000.
Oh my goodness! Wow, he donated a grand.
Bridge House Cafe.
Wow.
Sounds. Geez, he might be getting that spot there with a guest appearance on the morning show. That's incredible. Wow, good for him. Well, thank you to the
VIP,
Bridge Cafe. Shout outs to Bridge Cafe.
Absolutely.
That's incredible. $1,000 for the Miracle on Elm Street.
awesome.
That is
so
wonderful.
cool.
That is
That
wonderful.
was pretty awesome. I was like, wow.
Absolutely.
We
Excellent.
live in a great city.
We do.
We really do.
Yep. Absolutely. Excellent.
Yeah. Hey, now listen, right next to you guys, I'll hang up real quick. I don't want to take up all your time. But right next to you guys is a pizza place, like the one door down, one door over kind of thing.
Cesario's.
Anybody have their pizza before?
I had some of their pizza recently, but it was burnt to a crisp. You see what I did there?
Oh, God. Here we go again.
Are you talking about? You're talking about the place that closed because they caught on fire?
Oh, no, not that I know of. When I was leaving this morning,
all right.
When I was leaving this morning, I noticed there was a pizza sub shop right next to you guys. I mean, like real close to Margaritas.
That is the
2
place
doors
that
over
caught
or
fire.
something.
That is the place that caught on fire, Cesario's, right? Unless there's another place there I never
Yeah,
noticed.
I think it was. Oh, see, I didn't even know it. That place caught on fire?
Yeah, months ago. I don't think they ever reopened. If they did, I apologize.
Oh,
for
yeah,
my,
you couldn't even tell from the outside, so I had
that
no
was
idea.
that was the point of my
right,
joke.
well-
I'd gotten a pizza there recently, but it was burned to a crisp. See,
Yeah.
I'm quick with the joke. That's why I'm in afternoon drive, Ron. You understand?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if your day job doesn't make it, you got a job as a comedian all day long.
Well, only in the afternoon, 4 to 6 p.m. That's when I bring the funny, right, Jenny?
Hey, listen, are you guys going to go over to the firehouse when the show's over?
Did you say the firehouse?
Yes, he
Whatever it's
did.
called.
That's
I
not
fire
it.
something.
You got fire on the brain. At the firehouse. Do you like Kiss?
If I say yes, are you going to come down?
I really want to see you guys. I do, tell you the truth.
The bonfire is what it's called.
Is that what it is? The bonfire? Okay, I was.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna-
was thinking firehouse.
we're
Throw
gonna-
some shoes on.
I think
Well, more than shoes.
I
We need.
inherited a little dementia.
We're gonna need Ron to put on more than shoes. He likes to be. He likes to be nude.
I forgot who I was
I'm
talking to. when I
not naked
said
right
that.
now as I talk.
Yeah. Well,
Jeez.
well, I just assumed, but
There's the descriptor.
yeah. So you'll want
I
to put on.
never have clothes on unless I have to. I never have clothes on.
Yeah. So.
Okie dokie.
So you'll want to put on more than shoes. I don't know what. I don't know how that works legally. I think there are places in the United States where you can actually walk around nude, but I don't think that flies here in Manchester, New Hampshire. And it
rather
has
wet
been
out.
it's been a warm day, but yeah, it's been raining, and so
You'll get very
Yeah.
cold.
No, I'm shy. I'm a little shy. I couldn't do it.
yeah, or maybe put on a muumuu.
You shy? Oh, come on.
All right, I'm just sitting here yapping, and before you know it, I'm going to have hate mail from everybody that's out there listening.
Oh no,
So,
no, no.
yeah, you might end up seeing me over there, and I hope you guys go.
I hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna head down for a bit after the show
Yes,
today.
we are.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so it's the bonfire. Okay.
The bonfire.
Messing that up
Big
all the time.
Santa Claus out front, or Santa Claus. There's a big Santa Claus out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I heard that today. I was like, oh, that'll help. I'll know where to go.
Yes, you will. Or well,
All right, guys.
And if that fails, there's a sign that says bonfire.
I know, but I keep getting firehouse and on fire. and
At the
everything stuck in my head.
firehouse.
Stop
Something
it. You're
about
going to
fires
stir
in
him
my
up
head.
again. That's not helping.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, Ron. Well, yes, we hope to see you there.
God.
No pressure, but we hope to see you there.
All right, guys.
All right,
You're
Ron.
good.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're getting a big hug for me.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, that was our friend Ron. I usually end the call with Ron by saying stay nude, but I didn't say that this time because we'll need him to be clothed if
Don't
he's
encourage him.
joining us. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's Main Man Murky.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's Main Man Murky, and it's kind of a somber day. It's the finale of Not Even a Show, and I just got I guess what you could call a pink slip, I suppose. They told me that this is my final ever cold open call, and the cold opens aren't big with the kids anymore. And they told me I'm fired, basically.
Yes.
But they also told me that I could make one final call and one final cold open, and they gave me my choice of who I would be able to do it with. And there's only one man I want to do the final cold open with, and it's the man known as Matty C., who's my hero and who's the eternal green host.
Oh, well, thank you,
so cool.
Thank you, Main Man Murky. And listen, everybody gets fired. It just means there's something better. Well, no, there won't be anything better. What's better than not even a show?
No, there's not a lot in this field. There's not a lot of opportunity in this field. This was kind of the one job in this field. So yeah, it's not. I appreciate your positivity, and also I wanted to say hi to Jen as well. But could we get one big triumphant in unison? Let's start the show, and maybe say for the last time ever, let's start the show.
So you want us to say for the last time ever, let's start the show?
Yeah, and
We gotta do
just
it
to be
together,
clear,
so
though,
you
it doesn't necessarily mean Not Even a Show's ending. It's just the last of. This is actually confusing for everyone.
Right.
But this is what I have to say, though. So they told me I have to say this. So for the last time ever, let's start the show.
All right. Should we sound somber or upbeat or somewhere in between?
Let's go upbeat with it.
Upbeat.
Let's finish strong.
All right. We're going to finish strong. All right. Ready? Here we go.
You do it.
For the last time ever.
Stop it. Oh, sorry.
I thought you wanted me to start, and then we do the let's start the show
I thought
together.
you were going to go 1, 2, 3,
We
and
gotta
then
get.
you just pointed at me.
We got to get this right for Main Man Murky.
Exactly. We got to get this right.
Oh no!
I know it's already a disaster.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm so sorry, Murky.
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
nervous.
All right, ready? I'll start, and then we
Okay.
do the second part together.
Okay.
All right, here we go. For the last time ever, let's start the show.
Oh, I love you, Maddie. Have a good day, sir.
All right, we love you. Take care.
That was so cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Wonderful to hear from Main Man Murky. But
Absolutely.
I'm glad Not Even a Show is not ending.
Seriously, that had me nervous for a minute.
I know.
Like,
I
wait a
mean,
minute. What do you mean?
He said it was the finale. I'm like, the finale.
It's a season finale, I think. I think he's trying to make us nervous on purpose.
You know what's going to happen, though? So Murky will be gone, but then they'll just replace him with someone who speaks and, frankly, looks exactly like him. So
there is that
really,
possibility,
yeah.
but is it right?
So there won't be
Is
much
it
change.
kind?
Well, that's true. I mean, there can
Is it fair?
only really be one Murky, of course.
I can't see there being another. There's only one.
And I'm just
There's
glad.
only the one Murky.
I'm just glad he referred to me as the eternal green host. That
Now,
makes
see,
me feel good.
That warmed the cockles of my heart.
Yes, yes.
I'm a little verklempt, if you can tell.
Wow.
He really got to me, you know.
I am too. Am I allowed to say that? I'm not.
Verklempt?
I'm not.
Pronounce it right.
Oh, geez. That's a heavy lift. Verklempt?
Ooh, that was good.
Really?
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I'm always afraid to use those words because I don't know how to say them.
You haven't been around me long enough to get the
Well, I mean,
pronunciations right?
No. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
How many years is it going to take?
I get very intimidated trying to say those words. I don't want to get it wrong.
Do you know how many years?
7?
Oh.
8?
As of when? Oh, bagged. You are so bagged.
No. Now, Jenny's just kidding. Now, we should just come clean. Now, Jenny and I, this is the truth. And
no, you shouldn't.
Some of you don't know this.
Are you sure you should do this?
Some of you don't know this, but the truth is, this month, Jenny and I are celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary.
Wait a minute.
And we have 5 beautiful children, and we don't talk about. We have 5. We're Catholic, but we don't talk about it much on the air because it's a little weird to bring family stuff like that onto the show. But
that's why
yes,
I had so much weight there for a while.
It's true. We have 5.
Yeah.
5
Truth is coming out.
5 beautiful children.
Yes. We're going to mass when we finish.
Their names are Glenn, Stacy, Ryan, Veronette, and Joe. Our 5 beautiful children, and we don't talk about them ever on the air.
Oh no!
Stop it. We've been, in fact, at one point. At one point, this is true. At one point, I was requested by management not to talk about those 5 children on the air, so we never mentioned them. But those are our 5 kids, and even though they've caused us terrible trouble, and they're very difficult to discipline. It is the holidays, and we sort of love them anyway.
Speak for yourself. I'm done.
Well,
I'm done.
I don't blame you. You had to, bring them all into the world. I mean, you had the hard part.
That's the word you decided to go with, huh?
Bring them all into the world. I don't know
was wondering where you were going
you had
with
to
that.
Squeeze them out. I don't know. I don't know
Listen to you.
I don't know how else to put it.
Oh, it's going deep today, isn't it?
Now, I gave my mother a very easy delivery. She likes to say that I popped out like a piece of toast.
How is it that I am not surprised that you're getting compared to food?
Yeah, very appropriate. Yeah. She says I was very easy, but then my sister Amy was agonizing, the complete opposite. But my delivery was boom. It was like she went into labor and it was like, "Hi, I'm here."
I think I had about 10 hours or so of labor.
Ooh,
right around there.
Yeah.
Is
that considered average or
for a first time? Sure.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were terribly underprepared.
Oh.
I had a moron for a doctor. He told me not to go to take classes, that it was a waste of money.
Yeah.
And then when I told the nurses that when we showed up, they were so upset. Oh boy. Yeah. It was quite an interesting day.
Do you think that was really an inside reference? Do you think anyone listening is going to know the reference of the 5 children?
Maybe not, but
we
do.
If at least one person listening gets it, that's enough for me.
I bet you there's at least one that's listening that gets it. At least, but I'm guessing possibly more.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Jason Fedderson joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Jason. Isaac Banks, who, by the way, is from Greensboro, North Carolina. He says, hello there, hashtag Jenny and hashtag Matt. Good afternoon. Hello, hashtag JP from Wisett, North Carolina. Oh, well. Hello, hashtag JP. Also, our friend Crystal from the state of Illinois joins us. And our friend Ron is back on the line. Hello, Ron.
I got it.
Okay, good. I'm glad you did.
All right, brother.
All right, Ron. Bye-bye.
I love it.
Excellent. I was hoping someone would. Those are names we're used to saying on the show, so I didn't know if anyone would get it. Let's see. I mean, you could even say we ignore our children like they're dead to us, but that's not nice for the holidays.
Well, it's the truth, though.
That's not nice for the holidays.
But it's the truth.
Yeah, but we still have to send them to school and stuff. You know, they're our kids. Isaac Banks.
I gave up on that.
Yeah. Isaac Banks in the chat room says, hello, hashtag Chrisen Moore Walker. How are you doing? And I hope if Sunshine Club reboot again until 2023 at St. Pius the 10th Catholic Church in Greensboro, North Carolina. And let me know, Matt Connarton and Jenny Coffee, I was giving a shout out to Chrisen Moore Walker from Greensboro, North Carolina. Yes, we saw that. Well done, Isaac Banks. He's someone we should adopt.
What?
He's very well behaved, very polite. Crystal got the joke too. Excellent.
So did Miriam.
Very good. Rocky Huber joins us in the chat room and says, what's up, family? What's up, Rocky? Isaac Banks says, I will get that job working at Lucky 32 at Westover Terrace in Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, congratulations in advance on the new job, Isaac Banks. He's going to get that new job.
We're going to have to go to Greensboro someday, maybe.
Some days I feel like we're already there.
Well, you don't want to go?
I'm sure it's beautiful. 603-250-6007 is the number if you'd like to join us today on the program. 603-250-6007. At some point, we'll be hearing from either Peter White or one of our other friends from the Bonfire. They're down there right now for the Miracle on Elm Street. The party is on the way, so we'll be heading down there later. Isaac Banks says, as Elvis... Oh, I get it. In parentheses, he wrote, as Elvis. Thank you. Thank you very much, Matt Connarton.
Oh, my.
Wow.
No, that was not no. You need to do that again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, that's better. There you go. That's a little better.
A little better. Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, still only little. Yeah. Don't. Just don't.
Did you see what Crystal said in the chat? One of the naughty children has been in the news lately. I know.
Yes, I know.
That's why.
Oh, boy. Oh,
that's
boy,
why
oh, boy.
sometimes these kids, you got to cut them loose, you know? You got to say...
kick them to the curb.
That's
All right,
right.
Get out.
Don't darken my door again,
You know, it's
there,
like bird.
kiddo.
Push them out of the nest. They either fly or they fall.
Yep, and if they fall, oh well. Yep. But happy holidays to them, at least.
Happy holidays.
It is that time.
Happy holidays.
Well, and I suppose happy holidays to some of the voters in Georgia.
Yes.
Raphael Warnock. Boy, it was a close election. If you haven't seen the news, Raphael Warnock, the incumbent, the Democratic senator from Georgia, did fend off the challenge from retired football player and werewolf enthusiast Herschel Walker. But it was a close election.
Now, this was his first run for an elected seat, wasn't it, Walker?
Yes.
Yeah. He should leave it as his last.
Well, no, I'm going to compliment him on something, though.
I have one compliment for him, too. I'm wondering if yours is the same as mine.
Okay, well, mine is his concession speech.
Ditto.
Yes.
Yep.
It was gracious. It was very nice. It was mature.
And it was in sentences. That made sense.
Yes, yes.
It was the most coherent thing I've heard come out of his mouth.
No, I think it was sincere, and he talked about it was just very positive, and I thought it was good. There was no election denial, there was no nonsense about they stole it from us, and no, he might have even been a little bit relieved. I don't know, but
bet his family is.
But no, it was there was something in there too about respecting the Constitution, which I thought was interesting that was included. So I thought it was good. I thought he lost very gracefully and graciously, and I applaud that.
I'm serious when I say that is the most coherent thing I've ever heard the man say, and that I thought his speech was very well done.
Yes.
I was impressed. I didn't expect it to come from him. I really didn't expect him to take the high road and come off the way he did. So, I'll give him credit for that. Even a blind dog finds a bone once in a while. But what bothers me is that's the example for the Republican Party these days. And I am mind blown by that being their choice of a candidate to show their high moral values and family first attitudes.
Well, I would say though, I wouldn't speak so broadly about the Republican Party only because
why not?
Because there are a lot of Republicans who, for example, a great example, and it still blows my mind that he said what he said publicly. The Republican lieutenant governor in Georgia, when he said he went into that voting booth and he looked at that ballot and he said, nope, can't do it. And he didn't vote for either one. There's been, and Georgia specifically, there's been a lot of pushback. And I think that's, and it appears too that a lot of Georgians, because in heavily Republican counties where Walker should have won by big margins, those same counties, the vote counts were lower overall, which would seem to indicate that a lot of Republicans stayed home and said. And so I think Georgia is a place where there's some real pushback, and maybe. And remember, Trump isn't popular in Georgia, which is why Trump didn't go there to campaign for Walker. So I think Georgia is an example of a place where I think Republicans are really kind of, having a come to Jesus moment, if you will. There's a reckoning happening where a lot of Republicans there are saying, we really would like to move past Trump and the election denialism and all the nonsense.
So I'm going to totally disagree with you there. It is a direct example and reflection of what the Republican Party means now. Whatever the party's choose to be their position. The leadership takes that on and they disseminate it down the list. And there's going to be people that don't go along, but they look for a higher number too. The numbers last night were absolutely tight. So Republicans did come out and vote for him. There just happened to be more Democrats voting.
It was very close.
More independents voting for Warnock. But the leadership of the Republican Party nationally embraced him, supported him, went to toe for him. You know, every time they got in front of a microphone, they were all about their guy Walker. Oh, yeah, this is the best one.
Some of them.
Well, the leadership, and that's what I'm saying. The party, their position, what shows you what that party is done by the leadership. Doesn't matter what anybody else votes. It's the leadership that sets this is the way we're going. And the leadership came out in droves, like, Mr. Lindsey Graham there, and they all came out in droves to support him. They touted him as a pro-life candidate who has had, I don't know how many abortions attributed to him at this point. They touted him as a family man. One of the founding principles of the Republican Party is family first. This man doesn't take care of his own children, and one of his own children made a video and put it out there to the world to ensure that other people knew that he was lying, that he was a disgusting lying.
Multiple videos.
Right.
Christian Walker, yeah.
So seriously, so he's supposed to be their family first candidate. The leadership went down there and touted this man as the Republican Party choice. And he's the example. They put him up there. This is their example. This is what the Republican Party is now. And you wonder why so many people have left the party and become undeclared or independent, myself included.
Yeah.
It's not the party that I was in years ago. It's certainly not the party of Reagan by any stretch of the imagination.
They don't even talk about Reagan anymore.
And they don't even talk about, Ron Paul or Austrian. You don't hear any of that stuff anymore.
No, that's true.
It does. Any of the important issues that used to be important are gone now. And all we're hearing about is what controls we need to put on a woman's body, what we should do for Ukraine. I mean, he's disgusting. As a human being, I find the man absolutely repulsive for the amount of times that he has created life in this world and tossed it aside. People who have the ability to toss away kids like they're a bag of trash are people I cannot even remotely comprehend the level of disgusting human they must be and what must lie in their hearts to have the ability to throw a child away and not care. And this is what this man did. And his own children begged us, the public, to listen to them and hear their cry of what they have gone through as his children, and not to allow that to become somebody who can vote and decide what your children can do.
And Miriam Banish is with us on the couch. Hi, Miriam.
Hi.
Welcome.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here.
Yes. No, we're glad you're
doing
here.
exactly what you should do.
Yeah,
yes.
I brought something I'm going to take down to Bonfire in a little while. So.
Excellent. Yes.
Oh, they'll definitely love that. When do you see it down there? It's insane.
I can't wait.
Pull that microphone down a little bit more for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Scott Robinson, by the way, also got my joke earlier. And JPV joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello. And Melanie La Liberty says, "Hey, Miriam," in all caps.
Hi, Melanie.
So she's very excited to see you. If you'd like to join us today, 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. And if you are just joining us and you're wondering what Miriam was referring to with the gifts that she brought, of course, the Miracle on Elm Street, it is happening right now. It is in progress at Bonfire. The party, the official party, started at 4 p.m. And Jenny and I will be heading down after the show for a bit. And if you have toys to donate or a monetary donation or whatever it is, and you're out and about, please go ahead and head to the Bonfire. And Peter White is there, and a host of other luminaries, of course. Kyle Clayton and Gonzo, if he was allowed in, and
no, they said he was going to be allowed to look through the windows.
Oh, right, Gonzo's down there looking through the windows probably, and Maddie Juno, and of course Matt Cushane from Hope NH Inc., who he's kind of the genesis of this whole thing, the Miracle on Elm Street. He and Peter. And who else was here when we got here? Am I missing anybody?
Morning Show Jesus.
Jeff Nyan. Yeah, Morning Show Jesus, Matt Cushane.
Steve was here.
Yep, DJ Steve. Yes. I think that was everybody.
There's a lot of people. And then he had a whole lot of people that were filtering through all day.
Yes.
I know the department, the DPW came in with a donation. The governor stopped in. Not the governor. The mayor stopped in. Yeah, they had a lot of people coming and going.
Yes.
During the day, all bringing just phenomenal donations and gifts. Like I listened to Peter earlier today, and he was just really seemed very blown away by the generosity of people. Like this city really came out last year for the second one, and you think, oh wow, look at it, and now here we are. This is the third one, and the city's generosity is definitely coming out. And I really do feel like we're going to be able to help more families this year than last year, which is exactly what everybody wants. The more kiddos here in Manchester that can be brought a smile and some happiness and some peace into their lives right now, that would be awesome. I mean, it's been a heck of a few years for these kiddos, so let's just give them a reason to just be happy and be kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look for the big giant Santee. You'll see him out on the sidewalk.
See him yet.
You didn't see it? You can literally see him. It's a good size one. I like it.
I don't know. I came across the street. I walked past the Hop Knot to get here.
Yes. And of course, the Hop Knot, they're one of the businesses that donated. They donated a $25 gift certificate to the Miracle on Elm Street. And by the way, tonight is industry night at the Hop Knot. So if you come down to Miracle on Elm Street at Bonfire and then afterward maybe hit up the Hop Knot, they're going to be, I think it's okay to mention it on the air, they're going to be expanding their hours in the new year. So they're going to be open a little later.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Excellent. I did not know that. I like that little tidbit.
Very cool.
I know the Bonfire also donated some baskets, and it's busy gift certificates coming in from all kinds of businesses.
Wow.
And a really amazing display of generosity, and it just goes to show the heart of the city.
Absolutely. We were talking a little bit about Christian Walker. I mean, now I'm thinking about the son there, Christian Walker, who is himself very conservative, by the way. But of course, went against his father with those videos calling him out. And I don't know if you were able to listen on your way here, Miriam,
yes.
But we were talking a little bit about Herschel Walker, to his credit, gave a very gracious speech and a very positive one in defeat. And I think that was great. And there was no election denial nonsense. And overall, I've been very pleasantly surprised that in the 2022 midterm elections, we've seen very little election denialism, even from some people who I thought were sure to engage in it. But Carrie Lake, the Republican candidate in Arizona, rather. No, Michigan, it was Tudor.
Captain of the cheerleading squad of the conspiracy nutcases.
Well, she's she's been refusing to concede, claiming the election was stolen. And yesterday, this is from the Associated Press, Arizona has, in fact, certified the 2022 election despite GOP complaints. It says here, Arizona's top officials certified the midterm election results on Monday of this week, formalizing victories for Democrats over Republicans who falsely claimed the 2020 election was rigged. The certification opens a 5-day window for formal election challenges. Republican Carrie Lake, who lost her race for governor, is expected to file a lawsuit in the coming days after she spent weeks of criticizing the administration of the election. Election results have largely been certified without issue around the country, but Arizona was an exception. Several Republican-controlled counties delayed their certification despite no evidence of problems with the vote count. Cochise County in southeastern Arizona blew past the deadline last week, forcing a judge to intervene on Thursday and order the county supervisors to certify the election by the end of the day. Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, a Democrat who beat Lake in the race for governor, said before signing the certification, quote, Arizona had a successful election, but too often throughout the process, powerful voices proliferated misinformation that threatened to disenfranchise voters, unquote. The statewide certification, known as a canvass, was signed by Hobbs, Republican Governor Doug Ducey, Republican Attorney General Mark Brnovich, and Chief Justice Robert Brutinel, an appointee of former Governor Jan Brewer. So it's a done deal in Arizona.
It's interesting when you talk about that, because I'm looking at some of their other results. And so how did their House districts in 1 and 2 end up winning, because they're Republicans. David Sherwock, I think is his name, and Ellie Crane, both Republicans, both won under the U.S. House.
Yeah.
So how did they finagle the votes for the governor's seat, but not for the congressional seats?
Right.
Like, how do you really screw that up, right? If we're hey, I'm Jewish, so let's go for it. I'm the cabal. I'm setting this up, right? I got to control it. Why in the heck am I going to give away the 2 seats? Why don't I take them too? Come on now.
Yeah.
How do they get so many votes, but she didn't? I mean, really, come on. Just accept the fact she lost. Maybe it has something to do with the hate and vitriol she spews out of her mouth that turned people off from wanting to elect her.
Well, I thought what was particularly disgusting to me was she publicly and unapologetically made fun of, was joking in front of a crowd who she knew would think it was funny, joking about Paul Pelosi being assaulted with a hammer.
Awful.
Well, she thought it was just funny as hell. And she's not the only one. Glenn Youngkin, governor of Virginia, I think it was Virginia. He also made a joke, but he ended up apologizing. But no, Carrie Lake, she was joking about it, and she thought it was just hilarious. Paul
what are we
Pelosi,
coming to as a society that's okay?
It's disgusting.
well,
that's okay.
It's bad that we live in an era where so many people think that's okay, but it's also good that so many of the people who seem to think that's okay end up losing. So it seems to be it's happening in slow motion, but there seems to be a rejection in progress of Trump. Obviously, he's the guy. Well, I mean, look, a lot of this stuff was always lurking, right? But Trump's the one who came along and made it okay, made it legitimate to just be openly insulting of people and mock people in ways that was not previously happening. He legitimized a lot of that. He made it cool to be a jerk, basically.
Yeah.
So
he also made it a lot easier for a lot of racist garbage to find an ear in the public.
Yeah.
Put a nice little shiny light on them, and they feel emboldened to come forward and go, white lives matter, and whatever else they want to throw out there. But the thing I like to think about is I'd like to think that the reason that we're seeing that is because people are tired of not having any kind of substance to them. I mean, when I listen to a candidate who's talking about what they want to do with school systems, what they want to do with the community, how they want to handle the homeless problem, those are the kind of things I want to hear out of my candidate. I don't want to hear 2 years ago, 2020, the election was, so I'd like to think that people are tired of that over again, drum beating that's got nothing to do with nothing and isn't going to change anything in their lives for the better. Yeah. What might change their lives for the better is some new ideas or candidates that are willing to go in there, actually do the job, and come up with ways that they hopefully make things better in our communities, make life nicer, safer, our children well cared for. That's what I like to think people are more interested in hearing.
But there are a lot of Republicans who, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, there is it's not enough of the Republican Party, but there is certainly a segment of the Republican Party that rejects. Well, let me put it this way. I say it all the time on the show. Who are the most popular politicians in America consistently? If you look strictly at polling data and nothing else, who are the most popular politicians in America? Republican governors in blue states, like Larry Hogan from Maryland, who he could have easily won re-election, but he's being term limited out. A moderate Republican governor who has no time for any of the election denial nonsense and any of the really nasty stuff. And he's been rewarded for that. He's leaving office with, in a blue state, he's leaving office with a 70% approval rating. Same with Charlie Baker in Massachusetts, a Republican governor in a blue state who has never gotten anywhere near any of the nonsense. I cannot imagine a circumstance where Charlie Baker would be openly making fun of Paul Pelosi being assaulted with a hammer, just as an example, right? And Charlie Baker, another one, he's not being term limited out. He's just decided to move on, I believe. But he's he's got something like a 70% approval rating in deep blue Massachusetts. Phil Scott in Vermont, very popular. New Hampshire's kind of become a blue state, right? Our entire congressional delegation is Democrats, and we have a very popular Republican governor.
I don't know that you can get away with saying that. The House, the Senate, the Executive Council, and the governor.
That's why I said kind of.
I don't even think it's kind of.
We haven't gone red for a Republican since 2000. So that's why I say kind of. But I'm just saying, though, or call us a swing state. I'd rather be a swing state because that way everyone pays more attention to us when they need our delegates. But the Republicans who have had the fortitude to push back on or just ignore all the Trump nonsense and all the nastiness and all the election denial stuff and just the kind of vitriol that should be beneath them. The ones that have done that in governors' offices across the country have been very successful in their states. So you have people in Washington, you have Republicans in Washington who are just going to go along to get along, and the ones that don't go along, they end up like what happened to Liz Cheney, right? Look what happened to her, right?
Yeah.
So that's what happens if you're a Republican serving in federal office in Washington. But at the state level, that's where we have good Republicans who reject all of that stuff, and they are rewarded for it by their constituency. They keep getting reelected, and they have insanely high approval ratings. They're very popular. So that's what I was trying to say before. I don't think I really articulated it quite well, but there does still exist a sizable, not big enough for my taste, but there is still a sizable portion of the Republican Party that I think definitely wants to move on from Trump and Trumpism and is more mature and is not into all the nonsense. They're there.
I think that lines have been crossed. Republicans might have been along with it for a while, and then things started to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then lines were crossed, and then January 6th, and people are just saying, all right, forget it. I can't go there anymore. I can't go past that line.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's what we're starting to see.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're seeing enough of it in the sense that I do believe Trump is going to be the nominee. And God help us, I do think we're getting a rematch of Trump versus Biden.
If anybody really cares about this country, can we just get neither one of them to run? I don't want Trump. I don't want Biden. I want them to go away. I want them to just go away and retire.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a new candidate from both sides.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
and go from there. I think the country would be better for it.
I think we should elect a young, fresh-faced 65-year-old instead of just going older and older. What do you think? What do you say?
Yeah.
I'll
go with that.
Kennedy was great.
No, I say that kidding. We've elected obviously presidents much younger than that. I mean, Kennedy.
This state is not shy of electing young people.
Kennedy, Obama, Clinton, they were all in their mid 40s. But I'm just making a joke about when I say the 65-year-old thing about
that would
Biden. Biden just turned 80, and I don't mean to be ageist. I've met 80-year-olds who seem to completely have their wits about them and seem perfectly spry and capable. And he seems like that sometimes, but other times he seems like he's just ready for a nap. And
and that's concerning.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's concerning. you try to shake hands with an invisible person. Not okay. Not okay with this. Some of his language. What did he said something recently that was really bad? Can't think of it now. But he's invoked people. Oh, what was her name that she was dead?
Yeah, he forgot. He was at an event. I don't remember exactly.
How do you forget
the
someone's dead?
Well, he knows a lot of people. It's hard to keep track of.
You're in that? No, come on here. He's in that state.
Yeah.
So he pulls out of his head that person he knows from that state.
I know, yeah.
And then goes, "Where are you? Come on, where are you? Say hi."
See, the tricky...
Like 6 feet under, dude.
Oh,
see,
goodness.
The tricky thing with Biden, though, about that is throughout his career, he's always been so gaffe-prone that when something like that happens, it's genuinely hard to even discern. Is this because he's just getting to an age where he's slipping, or is that just Biden being Biden, or is it a combination of both? Because he's always been, there's a classic clip of him from years ago. He's at an event, and he mentioned the name of somebody, because he likes to call out the names, like he was doing that day. He likes to call out the names of different people he's there, who he admires and appreciates. And he mentions somebody's name and tells them, hey, stand up. And he didn't realize that the person he was addressing was in a wheelchair.
Oh God.
And it was just very cringe and embarrassing. So the point being, it's hard to tell if what's being 80 and what's just being Biden.
Let me throw something. let me throw something else out there. Here's my thing. I sometimes, can we have like a limit to how long you can serve in government? Period. Like Biden has been in there so long. They probably had gaslighting when he came in. He's done his whole life. Career politician. I'm sorry. I don't believe that he's in touch with the local person when you've been in government that long. I feel like we should have some kind of a term limitation to serving, period. So you don't get to be the career politician. That's one of the worst things that's happened.
So you mean not this is an interesting idea. I've never heard anyone say this before. So you mean not term limits for a specific office, but a sort of a career term limit to how long you can serve in public life.
You served as a state rep for 4 years. You served as a senator for 4 years or whatever it is, and you put a limit. And if you get elected president, that's great. But if your years are up, get out. Time for somebody new. No one person is so perfect and wonderful they should be in politics forever. And politics does change people. And there's a lot to deal with. And I think we should change over people more frequently than we do. So we have more people that are still connected to the society actually up there. Most of these people up there have no idea what an average person's life is like. What they think is a normal average life is probably insane compared to the realities of it. They're so far removed from us, from our children, from our communities. They're in D.C., they're eating meals left and right. I mean, heck, Concord does that. Every time you turn around, there's another freebie food thing to go to. They all live for it. And there's people up there that have been up there so long, they've been up there longer than I've been on this earth, for all I know. But it's ridiculous how long people are allowed to serve in government and rule over other people's lives. When they get further and further away from the actual populace, the longer they're in.
Crystal in the chat room says, isn't Arizona the state where the winning candidate oversaw the same election? They shouldn't allow that, even if it is just for public perception purposes. That is true, and that was referenced in the article that I read. Yeah, so in Arizona, and this happens in many states actually, when you have an attorney general running for governor, the attorney general is the one who signs off on. It was mentioned in that article, certifies the election. So yeah, that has been noticed. I'm not sure what the solution would be necessarily. I mean, it could be perceived as a conflict of interest. Yes. I don't know if maybe
you would think it would be.
Yeah. But it happens a lot. And I don't know what because it happens in other states too, where, very often an attorney general will run for governor or senator or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe the appropriate thing in a case like that would be for the AG to recuse themselves and somebody else oversee the election. I don't know. It is a valid thing to bring up, Crystal. I don't
have a good answer for that one.
Yeah, I don't either.
Except for if you put some kind of a time limit in that you can't go from AG to governor in the same election, that you have to be no longer an AG. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think it would be great to kind of go in that direction, because so many of these people, they'll run because they know their seat they got. If they lose, so what? They're still in. Maybe you shouldn't be able to do that. I don't know. I mean, career politicians stink. no matter how you slice it.
Crystal also said, I don't think Trump or Biden will win their nominations. Oh, I disagree.
Oh, I disagree too. I'd like to think you're right, but I really do disagree.
Yeah, especially Biden.
Everybody's going to toe the line.
All indications are that he is running, and he'll certainly be the nominee. I mean, it'd be interesting to see someone challenge him, but I just don't think it's very likely, or at least not someone who is a legitimate threat. I mean, we certainly have seen before. I mean, we've seen instances where, I suppose in '92, Pat Buchanan at one point could have been considered a legitimate threat to George H.W. Bush because he actually, I forget if he tied or if he actually won the New Hampshire primary, Pat Buchanan. But
I don't remember.
But that wasn't momentum that could be maintained. It was kind of a shock at the time. And of course, Ted Kennedy challenging Jimmy Carter for the nomination in 1980. At the time, I think, I mean, I was, just a little guy, but at the time, from what I've read historically, he was considered a legitimate threat to Jimmy Carter because the economy was in the tank and, Carter had a lot of weaknesses, but no one's ever successfully unseated an incumbent presidential nominee.
Carter's going to live forever.
Yeah, he's.
I think they live off of their love. They are the cutest couple.
He's almost 100, and he's
still building houses for Habitat for Humanity.
I think he was 92 when he was diagnosed with cancer, and he beat cancer at 92.
It was only a couple of years ago I saw him out. There were pictures of him building on a house. He had a big black eye.
Oh yeah.
He falls down, gets bruised. Yeah, whatever. I'll get up and just keeps going.
Yeah.
They're amazing. That couple's really amazing.
By the way, Scott Robinson, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, by the way, Scott also got my joke earlier, my reference.
Oh, good.
But Scott said about, forgetting people had died. Scott said, and in all fairness, Jenny, one time I forgot that Morris the cat died. I also have forgotten that, and occasionally someone will remind me.
All I can think about is Garfield when I think about Morris.
You know what I do is I just say I don't see or hear from somebody for a very long time. I just assume that they died. And then that way, if I do see them or run into them or I hear from them suddenly, it's like a happy surprise. It's like, oh, you're still here. I just assumed you were dead.
That's so wrong.
No, it's great.
Because
then it's like, oh, I'm so happy you're alive.
This is not great.
Whereas otherwise, I might have just taken it for granted.
Do you see what I put up with?
I think it's glass half full.
No,
I mean it's glass half empty until something's poured into it, I suppose. But I think it's a great. I think everyone should do that. It's just so much fun.
Stop it.
It's like,
oh my God.
It's like, oh, I haven't seen you since last Friday. I assumed you died, and yet here you are. This is great. Welcome.
How many people have you said that to?
I say that to people all the time.
Stop it.
Yes.
That's not nice.
Next time Ron calls, I'm going to be like, Ron, we haven't heard from you in a few minutes. I thought you died.
No.
But then it'll be a happy thing because we'll be hearing from him and it'll be great.
You tell somebody you thought no, it's not that's not no. That's no.
I think it's
Stop it.
I think it's very nice.
Oh God.
I think I'm very nice. I think I have nice ideas and I think we should all adapt them, especially during the holidays.
Did you remember to eat today?
Yes. Did I remember to eat? What kind of a question is?
This conversation reminds me of a moment in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indiana Jones sees his friend. His friend comes to him and says, "My friend, I'm so glad you're not dead." It's that kind of thing.
Yes, and it's a nice thing, right? When you realize someone's not dead.
It's funny.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Well, everybody I knew and love is dead, so there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
a lot of people are dead.
We'll try not to take.
A lot of death.
We'll try not to take that personally, huh, Miriam?
Dead. Now stop it.
Melanie in the chat room says it shows you noticed they haven't been around. Actually, kind of sweet. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you. Yes. There you go.
Stop it.
There you go. Melanie agrees.
You're encouraging him.
Melanie agrees.
I used to like you.
Isaac Banks in the chat room says, well, talking about President Biden, I would say.
I would say what?
I don't know.
What are we saying?
Ask Isaac Banks.
I say you say.
And Isaac Banks also says, hashtag Matt, that's so true.
Guy.
What's true?
Well, he's from Greensboro, North Carolina,
But what's true?
I don't know. He agrees with me about something, and that's why I like him.
I think I have cousins in Greensboro.
Oh, do they speak in hashtags?
I haven't seen them for 30, 40 years.
You haven't seen them in 30, 40 years, so if you do happen to see them, that'll be exciting because you'll be like, wow.
Wow, I thought you were dead.
Yeah, see? Won't that be a nice moment?
Him.
Won't that be a nice moment?
Sorry.
Won't
You're
that be great?
entirely encouraging him.
I'm sorry.
What did I do to you?
You didn't do anything to me. I don't know.
See, this
I
is
was already
what I
think that'll
have
be
to
it.
deal with.
Twisted to begin with.
Look at Kyle Clayton over there in the corner. He looks all
dressed
spiffy.
up.
He's
Ooh,
all dressed
like
up.
it.
You look very nice.
Wow. Yes. Are you? What are you doing here? Are you joining us, or are you just? Yeah, go ahead. You can give us an update on how things are going over there.
Show everybody your spiffy outfit.
Yes.
Much different from the shorts and unicorns I saw earlier.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's my Sunday best.
Oh,
very cool.
It's Wednesday though.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a Sunday for us. It's a special day.
Very special. They were doing very well down there.
Very good. Very good.
Should I give Peter this spot?
Peter White is. I think he's going to grab that other mic over there.
He's trying to take the Peter White head.
I can move.
Peter,
the tables have turned.
There we go.
Everybody.
There we go. Peter,
I need headphones though.
Peter White is here with the giant
grab
cardboard.
those, Kyle, the other ones.
The
Grab the other
giant
set.
cardboard Peter
I can barely
Whitehead.
function. My feet don't touch the floor.
Oh my goodness.
No, Kyle, you
Wow,
need
wow.
headphones.
No, I meant you pull
You
the
need it,
microphone
yeah.
closer to
All
your
right.
mouth, dear.
Yes.
Testing.
It
testing.
even
I just didn't know if maybe I should move to Peter.
Stop.
Give him the comfortable seat.
No, I'm fine. That's not even comfortable, Miriam. It's not just.
It might be more comfortable for you than me because my feet don't touch the floor.
I don't think that couch is comfortable at all.
Now, is there a set of headphones sitting over there on the edge there for young Kyle? Here?
Oh, yes.
I'm so young, Kyle.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to
you're-
break anything. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, don't break them.
oh my goodness.
No, because I'll never be allowed to come back and my name will never be said again.
It's
I will
panda
be in the list of children.
on the pay no mind list. Yes.
Yes.
It's pandemonium here. All
Is
right,
that
there we
okay?
go. Kyle's
There we
got the headphones there.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I feel good. I feel good about today, guys. I really do.
Good. How's it going down at Bonfire?
Well, Scalawag walked in about 10 minutes ago. They're setting up. There is an amazing Pat Mills outdid himself hosting this year. There are foot-long hot dogs.
The spread is
And these
immaculate.
aren't your regular hot dogs. These are large, girthy, delicious dogs.
Girth is the word, yes.
Yes.
Girth is the word. Wow.
No, they're thick.
Borderline
Oh.
intimidating, yes.
Wow.
Somebody else bringing up the word thick.
I know. This is the second time
It
today.
is. And we talk about hot dogs quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to tell you, it was great to have. And there's some delicious sandwiches and dessert. Yeah.
Ooh.
Big Mac tacos is a thing that just got pulled out, yep.
Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff
All the
down
way
there.
down to donuts and cookies.
And it's
Sounds amazing.
What time do we have? I lost track of time today.
It's 7 minutes of 5.
Okay, so it's not even 5 yet. A lot of people haven't gone on to work.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know.
You look blown away.
I am. It's amazing. People are already starting to come down there.
Absolutely. And I thought it was 10 p.m., so that's a shocking result there. It's been a long day, but yes, we're just apparently starting round 2. But it's,
You legit thought it was 10 o'clock at night
no,
right
I
now?
didn't legit, but it feels like it's 10 o'clock. It's dark out. It's been a long day, but it's
Stupid daylight savings time.
well, it's gone now. We don't have to worry about that.
Well, if anyone, we invite everybody to come on down to Bonfire Country Bar down here. There's a big giant Santa Claus in front of the place. You actually have to go under the arch.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
He's
exciting.
like I said, he's outdone himself. It's like Christmas land in there. It's amazing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Very
can't wait
cool.
to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no, I can't either.
there's food down there. There's already donations coming in since we got down there. It's amazing. It really, really is.
Miriam brought someone in to add to the pile.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Right.
Awesome.
Take it out.
Did we leave Maddie downstairs? Is he waiting for us?
No, I think he
moved on?
starts running, and then I can't keep track of him. So
Right.
he ran across the street, and it's he's
All
not
right.
my running shoes. So
But yeah, come on down to Bonfire. We are all down there. I think Matt and Jenny are going to pop in.
Oh, yeah.
After the show here. I can't thank everybody enough. This city is amazing.
Absolutely.
That's what I was saying earlier. The generosity in this city is just absolutely awesome. Just awesome.
No, it really, really is. It was It was a long day, but a fun day.
It was. I mean, better than working. No disrespect to the back room, but yes, better than a shift there. So yeah,
I was listening to you this morning. There were people coming in with more donations.
Yeah. We had Dave from the Bridge Cafe with a $1,000 donation.
That's amazing.
It really is. And before we go back to the party here, the Miracle on Elm Street party, that's what we're calling it.
A shindig, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yes, a soiree.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes.
That's a French word, isn't it?
But the list of items you can bid on through the raffle is amazing. Not only do we have Jenny's 2 amazing paintings we've been talking about all week.
Yep.
People are still talking about them down there because they're up with all the things.
Oh my gosh!
But
I have enjoyed those conversations every day. I get up and I hear the conversations.
And then Pat Mills,
loved
he
every
pulls out stuff from some of his distributors, and there's a mini fridge.
A couple.
There is a couple of mini fridges, right?
A couple miniature fridges. Yes.
Yeah, miniature. There's
a
so
raft,
many amazing things. You might have heard Nick LaValle on the show this morning. He gave a great local guy, and he gave us Wicked Joyful is his company, and he gave us a little gift pack, and it's really cool. It has some Christmas ornaments, and it's good stuff. Check it out, wickedjoyful.com.
Yeah, I've been to his website.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well with that.
Yeah, absolutely. That is awesome.
Did you know? I know it's been bugging me all day.
What?
And because Nick, this reminds me of Nick, and Nick's let his hair grow out a little bit, so it's curly, right? It's almost. So I asked him if he got a perm.
Yeah.
And the only reason I asked, did you know that it's typical now for a young man to go in and ask for a nice tight perm?
Really?
Yeah.
Men were getting perms back in the 80s.
Well, but older men. It wasn't us. It wasn't us kids getting perms.
Are
right?
you kidding?
Well, I
the
didn't
big hair people. Oh, yeah, they did.
I tried to perm my own hair.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You used the home kit, like a little Tony kit,
and
like one of the ones where you have to like poke through the holes and pull your hair out.
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, but I did it wrong because it didn't work.
Right.
What
And that's
happened
why
to
your
your head?
hair's been screwed up ever since.
That's true. That's why I wear the hat. Yes, I ruined my hair. No, it didn't work. I did it wrong.
I commend you for trying, though.
Yeah, I gave it a try.
Can't wait till Kyle starts losing his hair.
I'm trying to bring the mullet back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I know it'll go white, but it's.
That's what I said. That's what I said. But I'm also thinning out, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not. I've embraced it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I really have.
Well, what can you do?
We had to come get your hat. That's why we're here. So
we can't.
Is that the hat over here?
I wondered whose hat that was.
No, that is my hat. But I'll probably leave it there.
Okay.
Were you wanting the Santa Claus hat?
Well, no. This hat is a little lighter, and it's my alma mater, Manchester High School Central. Thought I'd represent tonight over at Bonfire.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Ooh. Yeah.
I like to make fun of Memorial people.
Stop it.
No, just kidding. I don't. I love Memorial.
I grew up in Concord, so I know nothing of.
It's a big rivalry over the years.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Memorial versus.
All three of the big high school. West, Central. West at one point was a very big a contender, if you will.
Do they ever fight like in West Side Story? Like
exactly like that. The clinking the bottles and everything.
Believe me, I used to hear stuff of rumbles.
Wow.
Rumble, yeah.
I got to check that out.
You guys really use that word up here?
The rumble, yeah.
Well, so they dance and then they fight?
Rumble.
Or they fight and then they dance, or what?
I don't think it's dancing.
Oh,
no.
That's no fun then.
Well, there's a break.
It's a rumble. It's a group fight.
Oh.
You have to switch outfits from your dancing outfit to your fighting costume.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who even has the time?
You don't want to dance in your fighting leathers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, we got to get back over to Bonfire, guys. I'd love to stay here and hang with you, but I'll see you guys in a little while.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
And come on down to Bonfire. Come see us. We really, really want to see you.
Absolutely.
Yep, I want to see you. I love you guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, so Peter White and Kyle Clayton, they are headed back to the Bonfire, the Miracle on Elm Street. It is well in progress, and we're going to be heading down there after the show tonight. Looking forward to that. Thanks, guys. And we are actually at the top of the hour, so we will take a break. I'm going to play another Scalawag song because they are performing. Actually, Peter mentioned them. They had shown up. They're going to be performing tonight at the Bonfire for the Miracle on Elm Street. So we've been featuring some of their music. And they played there last year, too. Really good guys and a great band as well. Let's see. I want to find a song that I haven't already played because, like I said, we've been featuring their music. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, I didn't play this one yet.
Oh, hey.
John Hopwood is here, and
Kind of a last-minute decision, I guess.
we're gonna. So we'll take a break, and then and John is just talking like there's not a radio show going on.
Sorry. I was doing the same thing. I'm sorry.
He's the second person to do that today. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. We're going to play this Scalawag track. Like I said, they are performing at the bonfire, and then we'll show some love to our amazing sponsors, and then we'll be back with hour number 2, Numero Dos, coming right up. Don't go away.
Shine your light, see, 'cause you
on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, 3 dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Hey, Maddie, are you excited for the holidays?
I am, Peter, but I hope that Santa makes it to every kid's house in Manchester this year.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. I know how you can help, though.
Wow, Peter. Tell me more.
Well, I know the people of Manchester will band together to help our kids. It's going to be a miracle on Elm Street.
Peter, I believe in the people of Manchester, too. What do we need to do?
Well, call the morning show any weekday from 7 to 9, and you can donate. The number is 603-250-6007.
Or you could send a check made out to Hope NH Inc. and send it to 1045 Elm Street, Suite 300, Manchester, New Hampshire, 03101. Care of The Morning Show.
It's a miracle on Elm Street.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are well in hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, and hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Wednesday, December 7, 2022. Jenny is here with us at the news desk.
Present and accounted for.
Miriam has joined us on the couch.
Hello.
And also hanging out with the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead in the corner. What the hell is going on over there? Well, I'll go ahead and hit your theme music there while you get situated.
I think that's still on.
Oh.
End of the year jitters.
Breaking rocks in a hot sun.
There he is, John Hopwood.
Hello, Matt.
Well, hello. How are you?
And Marion.
What?
What did you call
Miriam.
her?
Marion.
Again.
Doesn't he, Marion? I thought you called me Marion.
Oh, that's right. You're Miriam, the librarian.
Miriam the
Miriam.
librarian.
I think you should call her Maid Marion.
Miriam Delirium.
But it's Maid Marion. It's not Maid Marion.
But her name is Miriam.
Well, but I call her Miriam.
Did you just
Woman
say?
librarian. We have a thing about Robert Preston.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, it's a Robert Preston thing.
Come on, girl, do
76
your
trombone.
Peter Cook.
Wow. All right.
Well, now
I'll be
you're on.
Dudley Moore.
Sorry, we didn't know you guys had an inside thing.
Right.
It's his inside thing. He just, I don't know, he played some stuff from
Oh boy.
We're beyond the fringe.
the Music Man.
You don't want to let us in on the inside thing, then it's not an inside thing anymore. Then it becomes an outside thing.
We also found out that we're both beyond the fringe.
Beyond the fringe.
Innies are better than outies.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah,
Are we
outies.
talking about flatulence? It's still early before Christmas.
Sounds like you're talking about belly buttons.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, we could go there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, we know the discussion.
No, you know, in the holidays, like Thanksgiving, there's always the problem how to deal with like a flatulent, relative, things like that.
Not that I'm aware of. That might be something for your
So
unique
glad
to
I don't
you.
have a lot of relatives that visit me.
I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Maybe because maybe because I'm flatulent. I don't know.
Maybe. Well,
I believe in Audi. When it comes to
I like their cars.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
I do.
Well, speaking of flatulence, I know I'm going to be flatulent after we enjoy some of that delicious food after the show down at the bonfire.
Gross.
I don't know the way
hay?
the way Peter described it. It sounds like it's going to be quite delicious.
If there's any left.
If there is any left,
There sounds like there's an awful lot down there.
I think there will be. Yes, it sounds like
pizzas and hot dogs and cupcakes.
Pizzas.
Stop it.
It's New England.
Is that
right?
the gluten-free ones?
You listen to like
Pizzers?
No.
there's some
That would work.
speech
That would work.
Bobby Kennedy's giving, and there's no Oz, and then suddenly it's a winder. Something I don't know why he's talking about a winder, but because it's law of physics where nothing can be destroyed. So our R's in New England come up in weird places like winder.
I did go to JFK Junior High, so.
Oh, you did.
I did.
JFK Junior High
Yeah,
or
there was-
JFK
JFK Junior
John
High.
F. Kennedy President
No.
High,
John F. Kennedy Junior High
which
School.
would be
Junior
a
high
middle
school.
school now, right?
Not what it was called. It was called John F. Kennedy Junior High School.
Well, you're
because that's what they called it back then.
Right. JFK Jr. died
in the 80s.
No, he died in the 90s.
No, I said back in the 80s. I
Oh,
know that
yeah.
he died in the 90s.
They renamed Cape Canaveral Cape Canaveral if it was Cape Kennedy for all those years.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Florida, all those Republicans.
Mm-hmm. So the Miracle on Elm Street is in progress right now. The party started at 4 p.m. officially at the bonfire, and and we'll
Sounds
be
like a ripper.
I don't know, and we do have windows open.
Paul Bunyan in the house.
It's very warm here
Focus.
in
Focus,
Manchester.
Hoppy.
But
It's hard with these glasses.
that's unfortunate.
Not
but
thick enough for you, huh?
yeah, let's not go back to that. My goodness, my goodness. Remember, my goal is to not get fired.
Yes, yes.
And not too far on air either.
That's true. Well,
That's
that's not
your goal.
That's not so much a goal. That's just.
I think we've all eased one out over so many years.
Well, certainly.
Well, with the
certainly.
headphones on, you don't know.
But
First one to smelt it.
That's why I was always pro-mask.
But yes,
Oh,
we'll be heading down to the bonfire after the show. And so if you are out and about and you are planning to donate some wonderful toys for the Miracle on Elm Street, just head on over to Bonfire. Or a monetary donation is accepted as well, of course. And Peter and Kyle were here a little while ago, and it sounds like things are already going very well down there. So we hope to see everybody there. Again, you can head there anytime. We're going to head down after the show for a bit. And the top donor, and again, donations are ongoing today. The top donor will win the prize of getting to sit in on an episode of The Morning Show with Peter White. Maybe you should. You haven't been on the morning show in a long time, John. You should donate something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen you on the morning show.
I was on the morning show all the time with
long
Joel
time,
the era.
Long time ago.
Not
yeah.
in recent history. You should go on.
I haven't been on since Elizabeth Ropp, the year she won for. Was she the Registrar of Deeds or the Register of Deeds?
Registrar.
Oh, wow. I do
Registrar
remember that.
of
That was a while ago.
Yes.
2 years.
But so that is going on right now. So please, we'd love to see as many people there as possible at the bonfire. And it does sound like Pat Mills is gone all out with the food. So that is very exciting. So looking forward to that. And of course, there's the raffle. Many great prizes. Of course, Jenny's 2 of Jenny's beautiful paintings are included in that. Also, a $25 gift certificate from the Hop Knot. And many other things as well. And Ron was saying, and somebody else was saying, was it you who was saying that Bridge Cafe donated?
Peter said it. Bridge Cafe donated
Peter,
$1,000.
that's right. Peter said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Wow. It's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
I told you that they rejected. I donated my girdle. They rejected it for being shop soiled, but that's not too bad because I really need it.
Well, couldn't you have washed it?
They call it. I got it in Hollywood. It's called a Richard Dreyfuss special.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I think Richard Dreyfuss actually used it because he was the guy that needed to be tucked in there.
So it has some of
From
his
the
DNA
camera.
on it.
I never thought of that.
You're going to swap sweat glands.
Maybe that's why I'm so obnoxious.
Didn't
No, that's not it.
Is there a big demand for
Richard Dreyfuss was a big
DNA?
part of my life. He was in Jaws.
Yes.
I remember that.
And in Moon Over Parador, which is a terrible movie.
But he was in one of my favorite movies, American Graffiti. I watch that every year.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's a great movie.
Absolutely.
And he was in What About Bob, which is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
That
What
the
About Bob.
screenwriter,
That's a great movie.
The screenwriter stole that from a TV show that a writer I knew had written. Boy, was she mad. But, what can you do?
If you'd like to join us today on the program, 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. Tweet me while you still can at Matt Connarton. And, of course, you can email me, matt@mattconnerton.com. And you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. I see our friend Chris Rose from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has joined us in the chat room. Hi, Chris. Let's see. Also, Isaac Banks, one of our friends from Greensboro, North Carolina. I know John's not a big fan of the Greensboro contingent, it would seem.
They're bots.
Well,
No, they're not.
You just have to learn to speak their language.
They're not bots. I've actually gone and looked stuff up. They're actually real.
No, you were looking at Facebook.
No, I went and looked it up on the World Wide Web and found the places with the bands listed.
You went on the World Wide Web? What
I
did you do?
did.
Enter a time machine and go back to 1995?
It's 2022, dear heart. Why would I want to do that?
Oh, did you?
These are
you
modern
could have
day
discovered
people.
the information superhighway while you're at it.
No, that was who was that did that?
Al Gore did.
Al Gore, that's
He created
right. Al
the
Gore,
information
yeah.
superhighway when he was in military intelligence as a sergeant back in 1969.
Isaac Banks in the chat room says, hello, hashtag Mr. John. Oh, Mr. John.
Mr. John, that's a new name.
I think that's very nice. I think he's trying to be friends with you.
Well, this is Matt Connarton Unleashed, so I will rein in the commentary.
No, you can.
You don't have to rein in
You don't have to rein
anything.
in anything.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if I could just say like a string of expletive deleters?
No.
Like Jerry Springer.
Well, in that case, I guess you do have to rein things in if that's what you're would like to do.
Jerry Springer was making a mea culpa a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I'm responsible for all this garbage TV. But it used to be when you would watch it, it was fun, but then it became all just bleeping.
Oh, yeah.
When it was like, I slept with my second grade teacher's hamster and impregnated it. It became all that.
Wow.
Right.
Who was the guy? Maury Povich was the impregnation guy, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He still does that.
You are the father. You are not the father.
Yes.
He was once a respected journalist.
I know. I remember when he first
Married
came
the
on air, he would talk about real topics. I watched him. I watched Phil Donahue.
Right. He's
real
like Phil
topics,
Donahue.
real things. And now he's just like Springer Jr.
Well, I haven't seen him in years. He's been doing that for many decades.
Yeah.
But Springer got canceled a few years ago. But, he'd already played that out.
Yes.
It took an awful long time for that to play out.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Never. It's like H.L. Mencken said, nobody ever went broke underestimating the intelligence of the American people.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at Trump.
We have a little bit of breaking news. Speaking of Trump, CNBC.com reporting Trump's search team finds at least 2 classified documents outside of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, did Kanye pick them up while he was inveigling about wonderful somebody we won't name?
I'm sure they were having a joint oogling over what they could disseminate of white supremacy or Nazism
Well, it says here,
garbage.
So some key points from this. This is bizarre to me. A team hired by Donald Trump discovered more records marked classified outside
Was this one of his
residence.
He doesn't have siblings, does he?
Yeah, but outside of his residence, where?
I mean, the family. How many daughters does he have?
He's got 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
He has 3 baby mamas.
The Washington
2
Post.
sons,
No, 2 daughters,
3.
3 sons.
Okay.
The Washington Post first reported that a team hired by Trump found at least 2 items marked classified in a West Palm Beach, Florida storage unit used by the former president.
That's that's the lowest level. Although they did create a level below that to get whistleblowers. But we won't go into that. It's confidential, secret, top secret. But then they created, when there were whistleblowers, like that, the TSA, they created, this is actually a classification that we don't really have, and you are now, we're going to arrest you to shut you up.
So this must be,
that's really low level crap.
This is just amazing to me, though, that, so this is a team, because I know that they were doing something where Trump had hired a team, and they actually invited the Justice Department to come and observe, like, watch this team do this search, and then you'll be happy that you got everything right.
Oh, I thought you mentioned in the White House, right up to the end, he thought he was going to be president.
Well, true.
So they were just throwing the stuff in the boxes,
Yeah, yeah.
There's a TV series from 1977 where Jason Robards played a Richard Nixon character, and Andy Griffith was the LBJ. And he goes in to see LBJ on the day of the inauguration. And Andy Griffith, as LBJ, has all these boxes right in the Oval Office being ready to be taken out.
Yeah.
So I guess, that is, he was... They were packing the stuff the very day,
Yeah. It says here, a team hired by Trump discovered more records marked classified outside of his Florida residence, which was raided in August by the FBI searching for such documents. The Washington Post first reported that a team hired by Trump found at least 2 items marked classified in a West Palm Beach, Florida storage unit connected to the former president. Those items were immediately turned over to the FBI, according to the Post. The New York Times later published a similar report about the search and discovery, saying people close to Mr. Trump had said earlier on Wednesday that no classified material had been found during the searches, a claim that was later proved incorrect.
And which is against the law, 5 years felony because of Trump and his hatred of Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Got that through and signed it.
Yes, the irony is delicious.
But see, you have to understand if it's the glove box in his Bentley, or if it's some U-Haul storage facility, it becomes a secure, compartmentalized intelligence, a skiff facility.
Yeah,
just because he wills it.
Yes.
And he can do this retroactively too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know it was there.
was the point in hiring these people?
Sounds like something a king
to
would
not
say.
find things?
Well,
I don't
yeah.
understand why he hired.
Just saying.
It's so strange.
The great irony of the presidency is they are, we got rid of the king and wound up with a king.
Yeah, but people believe this. Like, it just boggles my mind that people that I think are intelligent humans actually believe that the president of the United States can do things telepathically.
Well, they can't?
You're not helping.
Well, he can he can declassify things telepathically, but I'm not sure that he can somehow transmit them to a storage unit in Florida telepathically. I think that someone has to physically handle the documents for that to happen.
Now, I'm being telepathically sent a message by Maid Marian.
Oh, yeah, you have that Preston thing. Yeah.
That's right. Because she doesn't really want to say it herself and make a damn fool of herself. So she's sending it to me because I already am a damn fool, right?
Oh, my.
And a public spectacle. So what I am being telling you by, telepathy is that, as we all know, the aliens of the planet Trafalmador, Trafalmador.
Oh, BKB.
Who are shaped like a plumber's helper, the thing that you unclog a toilet, but they have a little hand at the top of their head with an eye.
I thought that was a prescription medication, Trafalmador.
No, this is Trafalmador.
Oh, Trafalmador.
Planet Trafalmador. Gotcha. They're the ones that killed, not killed,
Is that
kidnapped
where the lizards are from?
Billy Pilgrim on Slaughterhouse 5.
Yes.
Now, the way they could communicate, because they've been on many interstellar missions with all sorts of people, where, like, if you're a human being, you're lower and you're like, you're maybe a corporal or something.
Yeah.
They communicate when they're not communicating telepathically, but they would communicate to lesser evolved beings by tap dancing and farting.
Oh.
Now, when Donald Trump and his now fired Lara Trump, who is his daughter-in-law, who's now been fired by Fox, and that was good riddance to her.
Really?
She's obnoxious. Yes. When they're, dancing in the Mar-a-Lago ballroom.
Uh-huh.
Well, you see that big pot belly and he's eating Big Macs and stuff. Well, here he is tap dancing and farting. He's just classifying everything.
Oh, my God.
What is it that...
I think that his lawyers, if I was a lawyer, I would push this. I'm sure Clarence Thomas would accept it as a legitimate
Don't think
argument.
too hard or black stuff will start gooing out of your head.
Oh, yes.
Well, blood does turn black.
No, that's true. Now, what is it that facilitates the declassification itself? Is it
just his high spirits?
Okay, so it's not the tap dancing or the farting that does it. It's just the jovial.
He's communicating.
Okay, so he's communicating that he's declassifying by tap dancing and farting.
Yes. So it's like my sister got a cat. Her daughter gave her a cat, a male cat, but it's been fixed. That cat's trying to spray and nothing's coming out. But as I understand, because you say he's got 3 baby mamas, he hasn't been fixed yet.
Right.
Donald Trump.
Now,
so this is like the equivalent of spraying in a male cat, which is a form of communication, isn't it?
No, well, yeah.
So he's communicating when he's breaking wind and dancing.
So I hope while the cat is spraying that things aren't being declassified without the knowledge of anyone in government.
Well, my sister, it's been a long time since we've been anywhere near a military intelligence.
I got a question. Is there a limit to how many carbon credits?
Well, that's all a fraud, but we won't get into that. But as you know, as a student of the Bible, everything begins with a word, which is a vibration. So on that girth, think about the torque with that pot belly.
Yes.
When he's dancing away, and doing especially the cha-cha-cha. Have you ever cha-cha-cha, Marion? Yeah. Oh, Christ. Think of the vibrations. Christ, he's classified like Sherwin-Williams in the can of paint. It's all over the world.
Well, I hope you're not suggesting he's overweight. Remember, Dr. Ronnie told us he's not obese. He was 1 pound away.
Did that not win the high office? Oh, yeah, he did. He's a congressman.
Yeah. Dr. Ronnie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Shit. Oh,
easy.
Keep
Just enough of that came out. Just enough of that came out. I had to hit the dump.
What is it? Now,
It's that donut.
that's it. You're getting sent to remedial training.
It's all the talk of farting because one thing leads to another.
That's true.
I'm just a Homer Simpson at heart.
It says here, 2 people familiar with the matter later confirmed that 2 documents marked classified were found in a federal storage facility containing Trump's possessions. The storage unit is run by the General Services Administration, and Trump has never been inside it, one of the people told NBC.
Okay, that's the
It's
answer.
a GSA.
I never touched it. Doesn't matter if I pay people to touch it. I didn't touch it.
So how
I
did
wasn't
it?
there.
But how did?
This isn't a U-Haul facility.
Yeah, so it's not like it's Morgan's Storage here in Manchester. It's
Well, the thing would be he wasn't supposed to take it.
But how did it get there though? Why are they?
Well, you don't really see that he was lugging boxes around. Now, come on.
He couldn't
Whoever
without
he
that
was
pot
paying,
valley.
whoever was throwing stuff in boxes, we don't know what he threw into anywhere. He paid people to put this stuff in places. I mean, come on. They moved. This is what happens when you move. Some of the stuff goes to the house. Some of the stuff goes to storage.
I mean, the guy's in his 70s. This is a guy that hasn't seen himself actually urinate. He just does it on faith since he signed Herschel Walker to the New Jersey Generals back in 1984.
When he urinates,
so
is
you
anything,
can't expect him to pick up a box.
Right, yes.
He'd throw his back out. It's the kid.
My eyes are tearing.
Oh. Hey, DJ Reckless is here. Yeah, you can join us. I know why you're hesitant, though. You're having flashbacks to something that happened once before. But yes, you're welcome to. You're welcome to join us. Oh yeah, just go ahead and grab that mic, and then once it's in front of you, I'll turn it up. DJ Reckless is in the house. As I think the young people say that, right? Reckless in the house.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Yes.
I don't think we say that anymore, but yeah.
Miriam, can you hand him those other headphones there?
I think
Please.
She did try to, but he refused.
I think I was good on the headphones, but we'll go.
No, you should have them because if we take a call, plus oh my goodness, it's pandemonium.
Put it on there in front of you instead of behind you.
If she unplugs it, you can plug it in here.
There you go.
My.
I could do that.
You can
It's all
plug it in
good.
here.
No. I think you got it. Looks like you got it.
I think we're good.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, I was down on Bonfire and it's packed down there.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah.
It is. It's pretty busy.
Excellent.
There's free food.
Oh, believe me, we heard.
I heard there's food. I walked in there, I saw food, and I immediately went to the food.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you've learned well under your tutelage of Matthew.
Of course. I mean, he steals all my pizza.
I have done that. Now, well, you waste so much food, I never feel guilty. But the calzone. Did you enjoy the calzone?
I did. I
there
cooked
you go.
it in my air fryer and then I ate it.
There you go. I resisted the urge to eat it.
I'll give it to you there.
Yeah, so there you go. Now, are you DJing this weekend?
Yeah, I am. Wait, where am I DJing this weekend? 603. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, where am I this weekend? I even know what's going on.
Are you doing another Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Doing another Thursday, Friday this week, taking the rest of the weekend off.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting ready for next week to go to Boston.
Excellent. And that's the show with Sammy Adams?
Yeah, that's the Sammy Adams show. Yep. Doing 3 gigs down there that day.
Now, is that sold out yet?
That's been sold out.
Oh, that is sold out.
That's been
Okay,
sold
wow.
out. Yeah.
Excellent.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, it's oversold out apparently from what I heard. I don't know.
Ah.
It's a 500 cap venue. They've sold 550, 600 tickets or something.
Oh.
So, I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
just don't tell the fire department.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, fire department, if you got money, don't care.
That's not true.
Moving
That is
on.
seriously not true.
Sure, we can go with that. I mean, I won't name no venues because
Wow.
what I do in
At
the
least
city.
I'd hope not.
Well, yeah.
Those firefighters are all about saving lives, not putting them at risk.
Yes.
So I don't agree with what you said.
Mm.
And I'm sticking to that.
Yes.
We can agree to disagree on this
Okie
one.
dokie.
Yes.
I can't allow that to be in my brain.
Well, I'm glad that so things are popping at the young people say that, right? Popping?
Yeah, I say popping all the time. See, you're picking something up.
There we go. Things are popping at the bonfire.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're busy down there.
Now, did you see? Is there a big pile of toys? A big pile.
There is.
Excellent. Yep, we're going to be heading down there after
There's
the
also
show.
we are raffling off a date with Kyle Clayton. So if you want to come go on a date with Kyle Clayton, go. Yeah.
Has
New
Gonzo
prize.
bid yet?
Huh?
Has Gonzo bid yet?
Yes, he did. He bidded on the date with Kyle Clayton.
I wasn't
Also,
sure.
there's a silent
only question
auction
is no
and
money.
a raffle.
Ye-
That's cool.
Is there? Maybe that is the silent auction.
Maybe.
We had heard earlier that Gonzo was not allowed in, that he was only allowed to stare through the window.
Oh.
Did you see him?
I did.
Was he allowed inside?
I was close. I was very close up with him. He was allowed inside.
Okay. All right. Well, very
Snuck in
good.
through the back.
He snuck in. I had to let him in through the back. I can't let my
Did you
friends.
smuggle him in?
Yeah, I put him under my coat. You know, they wondered why I look so big, but it was like, it's like, listen, it's 2022. I gained some weight.
COVID weight.
COVID.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
There you go. There you go.
Gained some weight from the vid.
Well.
If you're wondering why I'm acting so weird, these headphones still are not working. So I'm like, I just put these on and they're not working.
Plug in.
Is there plug? Are they plugged in or? Well, yeah.
Should be.
Plug it in over here.
I'll find it out.
You want me to
No,
take it out?
Doy face.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
let me, while they're doing that, we'll finish up on this story here again. This is from CNBC.com. The search of other Trump-linked properties outside of his Mar-a-Lago club in Palm Beach was conducted after a federal judge urged the former president's lawyers to confirm they had fully complied with the grand jury subpoena, requiring them to surrender any material marked classified. In addition to the storage unit in Florida, Trump's golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey, and Trump Tower in New York City also were reportedly searched. Trump is under criminal investigation by the Department of Justice for his removal of government records from the White House when he left office in January 2021, as well as for possible obstruction of justice in connection with efforts by federal authorities to recover those documents. So there you go. Oh, a lawyer for Trump did not immediately respond to a request for comment from CNBC about the reports. All right.
Well, the investigation goes forward. That panel, is it the Fourth Circuit or the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals? You know, they just slapped that judge down that was giving
Judge
Trump,
Cannon.
Yeah, all those advantages to Trump. And they were all appointed either by Bush or Trump himself. You know?
Oh, yeah. That is
Just
true.
they're saying the behavior is outrageous.
Yes.
To impede FBI investigation into, something related to national security.
Yeah.
Unprecedented.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Of course, as one of the judges said, it was unprecedented to have a president keep all this stuff.
Well, that's the thing, too. When people try to defend Trump on this and they say, well, even Mike Pence said, well, we've never seen anything like this where the FBI does this kind of raid on the property of a former president. It's like, well, yeah.
No, they never had to.
Right. They never had to before. We've never seen anything like this before.
Nobody tried to abscond with everything from the White House before.
The closest
They
we've
packed
ever
their
come to
stuff
this
and
was
left.
Reagan.
I want to
Or
know
no,
if they
Nixon,
took
Nixon.
silverware.
It was
Yeah,
Nixon.
Nixon
I
stole
bet
the
they
silverware.
took silverware. I just said that.
That is true. Nixon did.
Well, that's actually a
Well, and it
line
was
from
Nixon,
Woody
so there you go.
Allen.
Nixon,
What, he took it in his room at the White House and said, I'm going to put this fork under my pillow.
Now, wasn't there actually a bust that Trump took off with?
A bust?
A bust.
You mean a statue?
A statue, yes, a bust. A
Because,
head bust.
usually governments will give you a bust of maybe Winston Churchill or somebody.
No,
but I
thought
guess
he
that all
took one.
belongs to the government.
I
Yeah.
thought I heard that he took one with him.
If I'm serving 4 years in the White House, I'm definitely taking something with me.
We're not
for
talking about
memory.
Stormy Daniels now, folks. That's for Matt Connarton Unsheathed.
That's my ex-wife.
Stormy Daniels, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you like the Cougars?
Of course I do.
Oh, God, here we go.
Ladies, where you at?
Wow.
Talk to me.
Wow.
Smart.
Of course.
That lawyer that was representing her is going to prison for like 13 years, apparently. What's
Was
his
she a
name?
cougar?
Oh, my God.
Was he a
Stormy
cougar?
Oh, it's a he.
Stormy
Never mind.
was a
Run that back.
cougar.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, the lawyer there, the one who, I forget his name now.
Michael
Starting to show that.
He was on MSNBC every night for a while.
Michael
there.
Babante.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the heck is that?
Babante. That's right. Remember in The Family Guy, he puts on a mustache and he goes to the Italian deli. He
Nope.
goes, Baba Babupe. And the
Nope.
dog says, Brian, you just can't,
Yeah.
talk gibberish and it's Italian. Then the Italian behind the counter at the deli starts arguing, Baba Babupe.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man. I still don't
I've
think
seen
any of
this
us know.
That's
this.
when he grows. You're not a Family Guy person?
No,
When he grows the mustache.
never have been. No, it's never.
You probably didn't even watch the movie about the talking teddy bear, right?
Ted?
Ted, yeah.
Don't you ever disrespect me like that. Of course I watched Ted with Mark Wahlberg.
That is
That's
from,
his. How old were you?
The Family Guy people.
That's from the Family Guy, yeah.
Oh, That I
That's
didn't know.
Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, yeah.
Stepped
For the
right
life
in
of me,
it.
I couldn't remember that. I haven't watched Family Guy in years.
Yeah, no, it's just doesn't. It's not something I
It's
watch
like The
every day.
Simpsons I used to watch all the time. I don't watch it anymore. But it's been on for 35 years, you know?
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
I stopped about like year 20. Missed
It's
half
like The
of it.
Simpsons. It's been on as almost as long as The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's The Simpsons.
My question,
Ba-ba-ba-bee.
my question is when they're gonna stop The Simpsons. Like
As long as they can squeeze a buck out of it.
and there'll always be something they can make a joke out of.
603-250-6007 is a number if you'd like to join us. 603-250-6007. One other quick thing. A
quickie?
So apparently no, that's for the other show. But
Moving on.
apparently
You and your cougar talk.
So the White House is calling it, this is from thehill.com, the White House is calling it a mistake to repeal the troop vaccine mandate, but won't say if Biden would veto the defense bill. The White House today called it a mistake to repeal the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for military service members through the annual defense policy bill, but officials stopped short of saying Biden will veto the legislation. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said, quote, "What we think happened here is Republicans in Congress have decided that they'd rather fight against the health and well-being of our troops than protecting them, and we now believe that is a mistake. What we saw happen on the NDAA as it relates to the vaccine mandate, making sure our troops are prepared and ready for service is a priority for President Biden. The vaccination requirement for COVID does just that," unquote. This is but now, John, you're a veteran, obviously. I mean, you're required to have certain vaccinations anyway, right, to be in the military?
Yeah, I was vaccinated many times, but I remember there were a lot of people that refused the anthrax vaccine and they got out of the service.
Oh.
So whatever this is being framed on is that they're having a hellish time retaining troops and recruiting troops. I mean, the Navy just had to dumb down their standards yet again, you know?
Really?
I mean, the ASVAB, I got the 98th percentile, and they're taking 10%. I mean, that means, you know, like, which, you know, infantry, right? But in the Navy, you got to be a little smarter, you know, so you don't, like, fall overboard. And they have to, you know, circle the ship around to get you.
Right.
So, you know, it's sure it's politics, but there is a thing about retention because, you know, the people are resisting. But I know people that got out of the service, 3 people, in fact, 2 officers and another person. They didn't want the anthrax vaccine. But there was a lot of controversy about that because it was related to this general that went into business and he had the connections with Bill Clinton. So all these stories that you hear now, they've always been, they existed before in different ways. Like the Pizzagate thing, they had that variation of that back in 1989-90, except it was George H.W. Bush. But it's just the intensity of it all is different because of, what did you call it? The World Wide Web? Yeah.
The World Wide
biggest
Web.
thing, really, in communications, the Gutenberg.
Seriously.
Printing press.
Oh.
Yeah. Even radio and then TV with the huge impact they have hasn't had the impact of the World Wide Web. WWW.
Also, another quick thing. This is from Mediaite. GOP Representative Paul Gosar deletes tweet agreeing with Trump's call to terminate the Constitution.
Oh boy!
Jeez,
Well, how can you argue with that?
we're so far into the.
I would,
zone.
if I had agreed with him, I would delete the tweet too. I wouldn't want to come across as a
Why would
a
anyone agree
tweeting
with
twit. Well, obviously he doesn't. He got rid of it.
Apparently, that oath didn't mean a whole hell of a lot to him.
But if you watch Mitt Romney, they're talking to him about it, and he just screws up a word where if you could just focus on that, you could make fun of him too.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do it because it's Mitt Romney, and
I would. I'm only kidding.
Mittens of Utah. Is
he
how
kind of
we
like
call him.
screws it up,
Yeah.
where he's defending the Constitution, but he says like one word, a word right. What? But he keeps going on talking about why other Republicans other than him aren't calling people out on that.
Now, I said, I think it was yesterday on the show, the days all blurred together, but I had kind of a unique take on the whole thing.
You do?
I kind of shrugged at the whole thing, Trump's Truth Social post, because
it was incoherent.
Well, yeah, and it was just to me, it was like, yeah, this is totally on brand for him, and it's just the blitherings of
an idiot.
of someone
it's so
who's
sad that where your brain goes.
A blithering idiot. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, so I wasn't even I wasn't outraged. Like, I mean, some people are outraged.
I thought it was outrageous. I was angry.
I mean, I wasn't. I couldn't even be bothered to be angry just because of who it is.
And that's exactly why I am angry. You took the oath.
It was incoherent. Do you think he knows what the Constitution is?
I don't even think he took. I don't even know if he really took the oath and understood it. There is an aspect of taking the oath that requires you to understand what the heck you're doing.
Not really. I can name you many presidents that didn't understand. Warren G. Harding, for instance.
I mean, we can bring up Biden, who can barely put a sentence together.
No.
I just don't think he has any idea what the law is because, he was a very rich man's son. He was given his fortune, and he was surrounded by lawyers. Roy Cohn, he has this mafia sensibility. Roy Cohn was a mafia attorney. Not he was in the mafia, but he was defended the mafia.
No such thing.
This has been my thing with Trump because
organized crime.
He grew up with anything he ever wanted being handed to him. And when you look at him and you look at the way he acts, he's the kind of guy that when something goes wrong, he throws a temper tantrum until it goes his way. And that's what he's used to. He's used to putting up enough of an argument and then you're going to make it be my way. This is the first time probably in his entire life that he wasn't able to bully it into his own position. And he doesn't know nothing from a normal person who actually knows how to make a buck or break their back working. I doubt that man's ever washed a thing in his life. I question whether or not he even washes his own body or if he pays somebody else to do it for him.
Well, being male, I think that would be something that if I was rich, I'd hire.
Alrighty.
What do they call them?
Moving on.
Yes. But I'm saying, this is a guy that he did go to the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, which is a very good school. And,
Got out of the draft.
They are very apologetic about that.
That's Ivy League.
They don't want to realize that they even did it.
Jeff
I'm sure
Cassell
Daddy
was there.
gave him enough money to give him whatever degree he wanted.
That's exactly true. You can get into Harvard, Yale, too. Legacy.
I believe it's absolutely BS that he actually studied and did work and things of that. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I doubt he's ever read one of the lawsuits or anything that were filed against him. He has people to do that.
I doubt he's ever read a law.
Maybe those aren't even his kids.
Whoa.
I just don't see this guy doing any real effort for anything.
He doesn't have to.
He's too busy just throwing money around and you'll do whatever I want you to do. He doesn't. So far removed from normal people is ridiculously disgusting.
Yes, but he's a man of the people. I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he really knows
He speaks for veterans.
I don't know.
He speaks for the working class.
I'm sure that he really bleeds his heart for people who are trying to decide whether or not they can afford 6 bottles of insulin or 7 to cover the month.
Yeah,
or the rent or food.
Or rent or food.
Yeah, it says here, this is from Mediaite, Representative Paul Gosar, Republican of Arizona, tweeted and deleted an endorsement of former President Trump's call for the termination of parts of the Constitution to allow him to be installed as president.
He's not the only one. Nixon thought about that, and even dear old Bill Clinton was talking about a 3rd term.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Oh,
Clinton was well loved.
And Nixon, it's like, Nixon wanted to do it by taking all that cash they had from shaking everybody down.
Yeah.
And then, starting an amendment to repeal the amendment, what was it, the 25th Amendment, that were 24, they can only have 2 terms.
Ah, yes. It says over the weekend, Trump took to his social media account to fume about the 2020 election after the release of Elon Musk's Twitter files showing collusion between the platform's previous owners to suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story. Trump argued a new election must be held to show that he was the rightful winner.
Or they should just put him in. But the other thing was, or put him in as president.
Yes.
Abolish it and then just appoint him.
You know what's crazy about the
Jesus
whole Twitter
is going to come down
is,
from the sky and go, ha ha.
You know what's crazy
and people
is
thought it was
Jack
going to be the
Dorsey,
Kennedys.
Jack Dorsey, the old guy of Twitter,
Yeah.
told him to release these files.
Yeah, well,
Why would you do that to yourself, bro?
Well, he says it was a mistake to suppress the story. But what in hindsight, Jack Dorsey felt it was a mistake. But what they ended up releasing was really just the discussion that they were having among various employees internally about whether or not to release the story, because there were some parts of it that had not been verified and so forth. And it kind of turned out to be a big nothing.
It's a little more than a big nothing, but it's something we already knew.
Elon bought that
Yeah,
platform.
well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's not.
I still don't understand why he bought that platform.
He can't be president because he's born in South Africa.
True.
Unless with him and Carla Garricky, they become the president of New Hampshire.
Oh, that's exciting.
Could you see the?
When we
I call it cat fight, but that's very sexist. But I just love that term, cat fight. Cat fight. You're not a Seinfeld fan.
What am I am very much a
Remember that
Seinfeld
cat
fan.
fight?
Yes.
When Elaine talks to the
It was
cops.
funnier on
Cat fight.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, so they all won Emmys and are multimillionaires.
I can't relate.
We actually watched the entire series, every single episode.
Yes.
Only once?
Yeah, only once all the way through.
Heidi Hamer has the Seinfeld game. I gave it to her for her birthday.
What kind of a game? It's a board game?
Yeah,
Oh,
you should play it
About
with her.
nothing?
I beat her, and then we never played it again. I don't know how I beat her because she knew everything about Seinfeld.
Huh. Or Steinfeld, as the Moose
Steinfeld,
likes
right.
to call it. Yes. All right, we got to wrap up because I want to make sure we have time to remind everybody the Miracle on Elm Street, the actual official party, is happening right now at the bonfire. We're going to be heading down there in a little bit shortly after we get off the air. So looking forward to that. So hope to see lots of people there, lots of donations, lots of toys, and so far the event seems to be an incredible success. And this has been great. Thank you all. Jenny, thank you for being here today. And
love being
we're
here.
going to head down. And Miriam and DJ Reckless, you want to remind everybody you've got Thursday and Friday at
6:03, yep.
6:03. And John Hopwood, you've got Ward 13 should be up on YouTube. I'm still doing that. I'm sorry, WPYP TV.
Yeah, but it is Ward 13.
Did you change it back? Oh,
I change the name every week.
Every other
don't
week,
I,
yeah,
Marion?
something.
It's going to be the
I can't
Marion
keep up.
show.
It's going to be the
Marion with Marion
We're going
show.
to do the
Oh,
Alan,
yes.
Alan
So-
Rickman.
Listen, if you just put me on, put me on. Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm starting to sound like Joe Biden. My bad.
Jeez, oh. Are you going to take the primary away from us, Joe?
Yes, I am. Just kidding. If you put me on my own show, the ratings on the station, through the roof.
If you got an hour of 4, you can take once a month.
No.
The
Oh.
invisible radio.
that would be a
ratings.
good.
You can call
I'm
it
a very
anything you
busy
want.
person.
Oh my.
You're not available at 4? Tape something.
On Wednesday, no.
Tape something.
That would be a good opportunity for you, actually.
You could tape
I
something.
know.
But you do it. But you are very busy. That is.
I
true,
also
too.
have YouTube that I'm trying to
That's
figure
true.
things out with.
That's true. Yes.
Cobble together something. I can produce a special.
There you go.
Very good. And we're going to close out today with another track from the band Scalawag because they are going to be performing.
They are
shortly.
down there right now, actually.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yes, indeed. Yep, they're playing tonight at the Miracle on Elm Street at the bonfire. They played last year, and they're playing again tonight.
Who's that?
And that person looked familiar. I think
I don't know who it was.
it happens a lot. I'll be on the air, and
I
someone.
hate it when you do that. It freaks me out because it's behind me.
I can't tell who it is. It's like somebody aged. That we probably saw him 10 years ago in the studio. You know?
Yeah, it happens a lot. Somebody will be looking for the 4th floor, and they think they're in the right place, and they'll look in the window, and they're actually looking for the 4th floor.
It's the gun show.
It's very. Yeah, I remember that vividly. I remember that vividly. So we're going to close out with a track from Scalawag, and if you miss any part of today's show, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com, and hope to see everybody at the Miracle on Elm Street at the bonfire. And here it is. This is Stellify by the band Scalawag to close out today is Matt Connerton Unleashed.
Bye-bye.
Bye.